no Metaphor stream left behind, except for like those 12 times that I forgot to do the stream on the scheduled day for Metaphor. Hello everybody, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. I hope you're getting nice and cuddled up and snuggled in, because this is the only time I will allow you to call one of my streams a cozy stream. Because when I play RPGs, I tend to yap a little bit less, which I think really does help add to a little bit of a cozy vibe. Now, where were we last time? Last time we left off, we got our runner from a British scientist whose name I do not remember. I guess I can probably like have you see me. Sorry, actually, I forgot to do my makeup. I know, you look this attractive naturally. Look, it's my cross to bear, unfortunately. I can't remember how I have this set up. I believe it's like this. I think that this is the way that I have the audio set up for this, otherwise it echoes. Not 100% sure on that, don't quote me on this, but I think that I do it this way so it doesn't echo. So last time we have signed up, we have received our runner, we are currently in the gauntlet runner, and we're about to explore what its insides have for us, much like I did with your mother last night. Let's see what we've got going on. So before we continue on, I've been thinking, I've been racking the old brain, the old noggin, the old noodle. It's been turning around up here, right? The gears are turning and clicking into place. I've been trying to think,
what now?
What could potentially be the reason that Luis did not enter this competition? Because if you remember, Luis sent somebody in his stead to join the competition. And so, also let me check my classes real quick. Merchant, Brawler, Mage. I think me on Merchant makes the best one. Salted, how do you dual stream? Because like when someone else tried, it didn't work. I use a special plugin here. Hold on. Here is the author of the plugin. It is an open source OBS plugin. It is made by somebody named Sorayuki. They give away the plugin for free. They don't even ask for credit on it or anything. They're just very, they're happy with their plugin and all that kind of stuff. So I don't use Restream, which is what a lot of people use. I use a custom plugin that one man made. But anyways, so where we left off, there was somebody entering in the stead of Luis. And I was trying to think, why would they join? Why would Luis send someone in his stead instead of doing it himself? He seems very much like a you do it yourself to get the respect of the people kind of guy. Here's my thought process. The king's magic that stops assassinations, it's probably weaker the further you go from the capital. And so the whole entire purpose of the church saying, hey guys, we're gonna try this new competition thing, everyone's got to go everywhere to submit their stuff, is I think they want to execute Luis with an assassination, but if he's in the capital city, he's effectively immortal because of how strong the prior king's magic is. Now, is this based off of anything? Not 100% aside from the fact that I don't think the king has that kind of reach to him. Is he still allowed to run for king if he didn't apply for the competition? 100%. And it's in fact, what I said is like kind of dumb that we're even doing this, because the church came up with the competition, not the king. The king's competition is just a popularity contest where the people vote. Then the church went, guys, you have to kill a monster to become king, which is a rule they made up and people are only following just because like, they want to. It's the equivalent of me saying by watching this stream, it's a legally binding contract that your 401k belongs to me. I can say it, but that doesn't make it true. Even if I said it with more authority, that wouldn't just make it true because I said it. But since the people's good graces are with the church, then they went, okay, well, we'll listen to what the church has to say and we'll follow it the way they want to. So anyways, let's explore and see what we've got going on over here. We have a pantry. For main character, it works out for him to start getting recognition, though. Oh. It works for a lot of people for them to start doing that one. There's some beto meat and red grass. I wonder who left them here. I could use these for cooking. All right, good thing I checked the pantry. 95% of gamers miss the red grass and beto meat.
Got it.
Rats off to you. Hello, welcome in, welcome in. Sorry, there was a lot of messages going on. I was doing my recap. It's the kitchen. I can prepare meals here. Just not right now, I suppose. Maybe it's at the cooking table. It's the kitchen. I can prepare meals. Man, a few words, I see. Oh, we got our capsule hotel. These are beds. They seem pretty small. Yeah, when you put me in the morgue to go to sleep, honestly, it's over for me. Wait, let's use this to metagame. Okay, we'll get 5 party members. Understood. They might just add more, or I get to sleep with someone. Ahaha, stroll, move over, buddy. We got to make room. Maybe not now. Okay. Should I call you Slices or Salted for short? It's kind of like, you know how Two-Face flips a coin and decides if he's going to be nice or evil for the day? That's how people decide how they want to refer to me. I don't really have a preference right now, which probably isn't the best for brand recognition, but who cares? There's personal belongings, I think. Oh, that's who he is. That is the guy who has picked us up now. Nurius. He was a prior engineer for the prince that we are trying to save. For anybody who has forgotten who he is. Then there's more. Yep, sure is. Random stuff going. The washing machine. We got the damn doohickey, a machine that does laundry, handmade by Nuris. Seems there's nothing in it at the moment. Yeah, I'd imagine. Did you watch the Game Awards? No, I was actually streaming while they were going on. So which, when I went live for that day, I was like, oh shit, no one's gonna tune in. I forgot today was the Game Awards. Wonder what makes this thing turn. Or makes this thing run. I would say the beating heart in front of us. Just a random idea, unless you're asking what makes the heart run. Snoop Doggy Dogg performed. I thought he was Snoop Lion now. Nobody else remembers that. I alone will be the one person who remembers when he tried to rebrand to Snoop Lion. If you're gonna flirt with Sir Salted, then call him Salted. If you're gonna be a little shit like me, call him Salted. Everything else you pick. Okay. I really didn't even know there was a rule sheet to it. No, but I did see Borderlands 4's announcement trailer. What did I think? I'll wait to see the Vault Hunters kits, but damn, the Vault Hunters designs, none of them jumped out to me this time. Where does Salt fall on the alignment sheet? That's more up to, you can't align yourself, right? It's like when you say you're the based one, you can't do that. I remember Snoop Lion, it was a title bequeathed to him by some Rasta shaman, I think. Oh, I just remember he was posting about it when I was a kid playing Pokemon Diamond and Pearl. So it was a while ago. Hello. First time on a gauntlet runner, eh? Yep, you caught me. Whoa, that scared me. It looks like there's pipes in here too. Called a runner phone. There's one in every room. Now, I believe I heard you spectating our old girl's inner workings. Gauntlet runners use magma crystals as fuel to run, as you see. Used to be you'd take your life in your hands when you traveled the wild. Then, thanks to the kingdom's greatest mind, the Gauntlet Runner was born. Norris, I really like him, but he's the man who speaks in riddles. I can't read British text. The runner's actual legs are based on a colossal beast made from 0 momentum loss, even on the roughest terrain. Among other things, I've modified this craft with a bit more zip and speed. Another step closer to my dream. What dream? Long story, my girl. Best told to a captive audience with no plans for the next few days and nights. Never mind, maybe some other time. Anyway, there's still plenty of the old girl that's a work in progress, but by the time I'm done, she'll have some new tricks. You just watch. I've been watching. It'll be sunset before long, so start thinking about bedding down for the night. You can tell. You can hear the Britishness coming through. Bedding down for the night. I'll think about busting it down, and that's really closest you'll get. Can't run in the dark, and the old girl needs her rest as much as we do. So runners are alive then. Okay. You continue toward your destination while spending time. Utilize this facility to obtain items, raise abilities, or to do other things you won't be able to in town. Try using the kitchen, reading books at the bookshelf, or using the washing machine. More activities will be available with time. Brother. The idea of waking up today and being like, I know what we'll do. Laundry, yes! And then your stats increase. Spend time with your allies traveling, which helps improve your virtues. At the end of the day, the choice is yours. Well, not today. Today it's just go to bed, from what he said, unless I'm allowed to do this. Washing clothes can sometimes, doing laundry will increase my max MP.
Understood.
No care in my heart for that, because there's always ways to get unlimited MP. It's a weird tool, actually a cleaning igniter that Norris modified to create wind that collects dust. Pretty nifty. I know it's hard, but all the lifting and bending over sure to strengthen your legs. My max HP will increase. I don't want to do either. Also, that is a vacuum cleaner. I know what that one is. If the other one's allowed to be called a washing machine, they should be calling that one a vacuum cleaner. Cooking will whip up food. Eating prepared meals can grant your party various positive effects. To cook, you'll need ingredients, buy them, win them, or find them lying around. Yep. Try to experiment as much as possible. Brother, I did throughout all of college. That's already done. There are some ingredients here. Maybe nourish when shopping. Okay, we're just robbing him. Awesome. Whose handwriting? There are a few potential recipes. Cool. Whoa, a few? Bro, there's so many. Sure, let's cook. Okay, you're allowed to look at what you can cook and then back out. Stores 400 HP and cures burning. No. Stores 250 and cures poison. No. Cures status ailments. Fully restores HP. Increases critical rate. Allows one ally to endure a fatal attack with 1 HP. Increases hit rate of one attack by 100%. Deals 300 almighty damage. I mean, like, no. I don't think we care enough about any of them, realistically. Hold on, let me turn down the strength of my ring light. It's a little bit too intense on my face. Now I feel better. Let's hang out with Stroll for a bit. He looks like he's in the mood to hang out. I feel drunk. Are you okay? Sorry. I'll survive. I can handle the swaying of a carriage, but this, it's another beast. Seems I'll need to learn to endure it. All right, looks like he's out for the day. Does this just show me how close we are to going places? Showing the surrounding area? Sure. Okay, yeah.
Let's see.
I wonder where we're at right now. I don't. It started us right on it. It's hard to select it because it keeps trying to.
It's a campground.
Okay, so we've got a couple more days. It's famous for its ancient town. Okay, cool. Nothing of importance is there. What if I wanted to hang out with Hulkenberg? Nura said he's got a kitchen. If you're hungry, would you fancy a meal? I hardly consider myself a chef of any great skill, but Stroll said he wanted to try some of the recipes he learned at the Hushed Honeybee. Just not the most helpful. Awesome. What do we have here? The bookshelf is lined. I could read our New World, Pride and Persuasion. I heard that this one's great feminist literature, so let's try it. This book outlines useful conversational techniques. Oh, it's not Pride and Prejudice. My fault then. Well, Nerds probably left this here, huh? Yeah, we'll read it. I might gain more eloquence. Absolutely. Eloquence is one of the few stats that I've done nothing for. Apparently, this book teaches you the best way to ensure others will agree with you. This section's part of the basics. First impressions are vital when it comes to negotiations. Okay, I guess that's true enough. I didn't realize Gallico was gonna be such a critic of it, but I'm reading the book, okay? Unless, of course, I don't know how to read and she's reading for me. Lower the other person's guard by assuming a natural smile and humble demeanor. Then use flattery to probe for weak points. Probe for weak points. Why? Strike them down in one hit to gain the upper hand. Sure. So that you can gain the upper hand. Oh, I see. It feels a bit underhanded, but I guess you need to be. But I guess if you need things to go your way, that's how it has to be. Sure. I feel like paying close attention to the art of persuasion has increased my eloquence. All right. Ooh, 4 points. Damn. Okay, yeah, we got to finish reading that one then. I'm surprised. I guess a bit of force can go a long way in helping negotiations go smoothly. Look, there was once a president who said something along the lines of speak softly and carry a big stick. That's all we're trying to employ here. What else do we? There's still more left of the book. I'll pick up here for next time. Okay.
The Gauntlet Runner arrives at the desert camp as the scorching sun sinks below the horizon and the curtain of night falls over the land. Protected within the stalwart hull of the Gauntlet Runner, the party gains a short, peaceful respite.
I didn't realize we were gonna have such an audiobook narrator. Makes my reading sound grating, like nails on chalkboard. Hold on, let me double check to make sure that my YouTube stream is up. My YouTube stream is indeed up. We love to see that for me. Primarily myself, because I always have a fear that I have not set it up properly. All right, good shit. At night, the vast wilderness outside town is ensconced. It's covered in darkness. It's a synonym for covered for sure. Like nightfall has come over it. Got it. Forcing your way through the unmarked terrain is very dangerous, even with a stalwart Gauntlet Runner. Instead, establish a camp somewhere safe. You can resume your travels next morning. While encampment, you can use facilities on the Gauntlet Runner like usual, but you can also reminisce about the journey with your allies. Give it a try. 3 days until we reach the place. Our first time camping in the Gauntlet Runner. I'm kind of excited, but it'll be a long night. So why not spend some time relaxing with someone? I'm curious about you. How was the ride? Smooth as butter, luxurious as a palace, awe-inspiring, tear-jerking. Absolutely. This runner's a guilty pleasure, though credit where it's due, my tinkering certainly helped make her what she is today. Though, full disclosure, that's all thanks to a little mechanism I whipped together that keeps her legs from sinking into the dunes. Wouldn't have to worry about the terrain if she could just fly, but that's a story for another day. Off you go. Better get your 40 winks. There are insects gathering by the campfire. Oh, apparently you can eat these bugs. We got the Hakuna Matata. I should try and catch one. A Luma bee. All right. When it's my turn to cook, I should use it as an ingredient. Yeah, all right. You know what? Maybe we're not the heroes. We're showing up, munching on bugs, and being like, guys, we're here to stop racism. Hey, looking for something to do? My weapons are as sharp as they're gonna get, and I'm not up to much. Gonna keep me company for a while? Maybe I can hone my imagination. Sure, we'll talk with Stroll then. And it's also, there weren't exactly many other options. I guess we could have gone finish the book. So, next up is Martira. Feels like just yesterday when I first arrived in the royal capital. So much has happened in such a short span of time. I met you. We went over to the northern fortress and awakened a mysterious power. I'd once thought magic like this only existed in heroic tales of times long past. Speaking of which, I've been thinking that perhaps this is the same power that the hero kings once used. If that's the case, then why do you think so many of them met miserable ends? Power isn't everything. Yeah. I see. As kings, they had to govern their people and maintain the peace. Martial might alone wouldn't help you there. Sorry, that makes a lot of sense. I was treating might as a mayhaps, and I was like, Marshall mayhaps alone? Why is he alone? Let's get him someone. No, okay, I got it now. Perhaps it's not a matter of how much power you have, but how you choose to wield it. Dude, that's actually, okay, that's one thing. I'm really bad about reading out loud, because when I read to myself, I read the entire sentence before I start saying it out loud. For some reason, when I'm reading aloud, I just go one word at a time, and I'm essentially an AI going through it, because I don't read ahead to get the full context of what they're saying until I'm there, and then I go, oh shit, that one word totally changes the entire meaning of that. Moreover, we've got more than one power at our disposal. And on top of that, we've got allies who share these abilities as well. If we continue to master these archetypes, then maybe, just maybe, we'll be able to surpass the great hero kings of old. Though, all this does make me wonder, just how many more of these powers are still out there? Same LMAO. It's just something about reading out loud. I don't know what it is. It causes me to read like I'm a typewriter or something. I don't know. I have to go one word at a time. I felt my imagination grow as Stroll and I discussed the challenges still ahead of us.
All right.
Decent imagination. We're gonna get imagination. We're definitely gonna get eloquence. No, we're not. This one book isn't gonna get us to eloquence level 2. Come now, it's too early for bed. Let's talk some more. I don't know where Hulkenberg is, man. She's gotta be mad bored right now. We're not really up to much. Shaw and I talked for a while. We get Madge from talking with them.
And the age of a new king draws nearer.
Oh, does it now? The age of a new king draws nearer? That might be the first time I've heard that line. Perhaps it does. All right. Top of the morning to you, my dear passengers. All right, maybe he's actually Irish. Sorry to all the British people out there. I didn't mean to. I trust that the sleeping quarters more than exceeded your expectations, eh?
True.
They were better than I'd feared considering how tiny they are, but I've got a question of my own. Isn't the desert sand going to do a number on this runner? Oh, I already talked to him about this. He invented something that makes it so I can walk over the dunes, but he's probably gonna say that now. My boy, remember who maintains this rugged girl. Nary a grain of sand could fit between our seams, I assure you. Regardless, we'll be leaving these arid dunes behind tomorrow. Wow, runners really are neat, aren't they? A carriage would never be able to get through the desert this fast, but just keep an eye on the road, okay? What do you think, he's gonna run over a peasant? We made it perfectly fine day one. 23 degrees Celsius. Give me an option to put it in Fahrenheit, because I'd imagine that that's hot, but I've got no frame of reference. We'll arrive in Martira in 2 days, huh? So I can talk with you if I want to get observation. I can talk with you if I want to get courage. I'll talk with you to get some courage. Hey, so it's a good time. I was just thinking of doing some maintenance on my weapon. If you got the time, why not join me? Maintaining my weapon will help me improve my courage. Yes, because we can always read the book if Stroll's not available. The only reason that I didn't go with Hulkenberg is two-part. one, they're in love and they're a couple. You can see it in their eyes. But two, more so than that, courage seems to be a little bit harder to get. I believe hers was when we already had leveled up, but maybe I'm wrong. I think I'm getting ahead of myself here, but after things settle down, I'd like to live without the sword. I admire the idea of a world where monsters and senseless violence don't exist, where nothing is taken from you by others. That's why, one day, I want to restore my ruined hometown to its former glory. And not just mine, all the ruined hometowns. Not just me, the women and the children too. I love sand. How about you? I shared my plan, let's hear yours. What do you do when the fight's over? I'd like to help you. I'd like to help you with rebuilding. Are you serious? I'm a bit relieved to hear it. Tell you the truth. Look, I know what you want to hear. I'm good at lying. What can I say? I'm a master gaslighter, gatekeeper, and girl bosser. I've got to get stronger. Even if the village gets rebuilt, it's all for naught if it's attacked again by those monsters. Fair? I want to be strong enough to rid this country of monsters. Not leave it to a spineless army and its incompetent generals. They only have the power to kill those who oppose them. They have no desire to protect their people, just like Luis. We'll fight for change.
Look at that.
I want to do something about that too.
Yeah.
I agree. But seeing the state of our country's army, I'm all the more glad you're our captain, truly. You've resolved to stand on the front line of our fight. So it's only right that you lead. Ha! Our fight, I say. I forced my way into your mission. No, I'm pretty sure that when you almost died to the human with me up top on that roof, we kind of had like a little bit of a blood bond going. So I think that you count.
Hey.
I envy you sometimes, you know? To act with such conviction. Let me re-say conviction, because I do think I said it right, but I kind of slurred the letters. To act with such conviction. How does one become so bold? I do what I must.
Yeah.
I'm only doing what needs to be done, one step at a time. Easier said than done. I get so fixated on the past, I lose sight of the present sometimes. Well, you know, Stroll, and I'm sure you haven't heard this one before, they actually call it the present, because it's a gift. No, I just put the courage in. All this to say, I have faith in you. We've more battles ahead, and I'll be counting on you to get us through them. In the end, the king will be determined by what the people think of as justice. They're free to make their choice, but so is the one being chosen. I wonder who it'll end up being after all this. Anyway, this sword's shining like new. Let's finish this up. I have just kind of been petting mine in the same area. I haven't gone to the tip a single time. I'm gonna have the shiniest midsection of a sword of all time. All right, courage up. Yeah, because she was trying to get, Hulkenberg was giving us wisdom, and we didn't need wisdom. Courage, we now have level 2. Courage. My boy, the cowardly dog. 'Tis one of the virtues a ruler must possess. If thou aspire to true sovereignty, kindle the flame of thy courage to ignite the hearts of thy people. A conqueror needs that precious kindling, with which a follower's passion may be inflamed. Am I gonna see my ranking in the, okay, no. Spend some time with Stroll together, sharpening our weapons. They're like, yeah, he's more courageous, but he's still an elder. Fuck that guy. Tons of Madge for hanging out with him there. Ahoy, break time, chums. There's something up ahead, so we'll be stopping there. All right,
coming
nighttime.
Now into view is the Tree of Prophecy, a resplendent tapestry of color against the backdrop of the bleak desert. One theory is that the tree's roots gorge on the land's magla, and still another is that it gorges on those enraptured by its colorful foliage, as though themselves snared by the bewitching magla surrounding the tree. The gauntlet runner comes to a stop.
I'm excited to see what it looks like. It looks really pretty on the overworld map. So, here we go. Shall we take a closer look? Okay, so it is pretty, but it also kind of looks like death. Oh, wow, it's so pretty. I agree, but something about the red on the bottom. How do I hide this? Hold on. Maybe you heard my phone vibrate there. Let me make sure I'm all good. Oh, shit. My friend just sent me a league game they won. Bro. One of them did 128,000 damage on Lilia. That's so funny. Oh, wow, it's so... The rest of their team did nothing. Oh, wow, it's so pretty. It's not just the leaves, it's the whole area has been painted red. That's kind of what weirds me out, like, a little bit about it. Is there any way to like hide everything? It doesn't look like it. Okay. But like the red on the flooring around it makes it feel way more menacing than it should for the tree being very pretty.
Certainly.
This place calls to mind a picture book I read as a child. It told of a great tree located somewhere within the country, whose colors shifted to foretell unusual events in times ahead. Yo, the tree being painted red is not a great sign then if it's predicting events to come. How exactly would a tree foretell the future? And how does a plant grow this huge in the middle of a desert? I'm not sure if this explains it, but I am sensing an incredible amount of magla in the air here. If your hypothesis is correct, that would mean this is no mere tree, no sir, but a magical organism that feeds off of magla. Okay. As a matter of scientific research, I must document this discovery. Nurse pulled out a sheet of paper and a brush from his pocket, began to draw the landscape in front of him. Wow, Nurse, how'd you get so good at drawing? Probably because he does blueprints 24/7? Ah, my boy, meticulous documentation, the foundation of good research. There you have it. I'm finished. Take it as a keepsake. You're giving it to me? You sure I can have this? Yes, of course, I've already committed it. All to the safety of my mind. I have no need for this sketch itself anymore. That is true, the greatest computer ever invented. Nourishes mind. Tree of Prophecy drawing. I received Nurse's research picture. The drawing is intricately detailed and could accurately convey the full majesty of this place to a viewer who has never been here.
Hey there.
Hey, why don't we give that to Maria? I bet she'd love to see something from our journey. We could get... I'm so bad at reading. We should tell her a story about this place. The next time we're in Grand Chat, I should give this drawing to Maria. Okay, well, I was kind of happy to have it, but sure. Magical organism in the form of a tree. Say, aren't fairies in the same classification? Precisely, Gallica is a most precious treasure as well. I've been observing her very closely, which has given me great insight into my own research into flight. What, you've been observing me this whole time? I don't recall you asking, so knock it off. Well, okay, you get a free ride in the runner, and he gets to look at you scientifically. Now, probably should have asked, but...
However...
In fact, saying it out loud, he definitely should have, but you know, here it is. Turning our attention back to the tree, I've heard that it tints itself blue to herald the arrival of favorable development. I wonder what manner of anomaly its current color pertains. That's not a good sign, man. Not at all. We took a brief detour, but I feel that seeing this rare sight has brought in my wisdom. Even more reason that I was better to not hang out with Hulkenberg for the day. Because then we would have doubled up on wisdom. Maybe my wisdom would be level 3.
In a quiet clearing, concealed by boulders, as darkness reclaims the wilderness for itself. Monsters run rampant in the wilds.
Yep.
The party
no, I get it. Okay. It's gonna say like the same stuff for the second half stuff. I got it. Which is basically just we better go to bed. See, 11, that makes sense for that to be really cold because it's the desert at night. Rock Den camp. Yep, I'd say so. We'll be in Martira the day after tomorrow. I wonder what kind of place Martira is. So I can hang with you to expand my mind. What if I want to go into the strategy room? Am I allowed to? Yes, I am allowed in here. Yeah, I think stat upgrades are the ones that matter the least to me, by which I mean like getting my max MP up or something like that. It just doesn't seem that worthwhile. Let's go back out to the deck. You know how much I love some big deck. We should catch ourselves. Yeah. Always get yourself a free moth. Always make sure that's good eating right there. You will expand my wisdom. My wisdom I can check by using my royal virtues button here. It's not wisdom, is it? No, it is imagination. My imagination is not very good, so we will hang out with Hulkenberg. I'm not able to do, I probably have aphasia or something. Aphantasia? The one where you can't picture anything in your mind. Ah, well met. I don't suppose you're as overburdened with free time as I am. You got it, man. I'm doing my 2024 tax report right now, man. I'm certainly no stranger to traveling, but I have no idea how to spend idle hours. The idea appears. Might we talk a bit? By recalling the past and planning for the future with Hulkenberg, maybe I can hone my imagination. Should I spend time with Hulkenberg? Yeah, absolutely. It's kind of the whole reason we're here. The power we've awoken to. I have all sorts of questions, but what I really find curious are these forms we take on, okay? Each has their own unique aspects, but one bit they all have in common is their armor-like appearance. What do you make of that? It's cool, it's bizarre, or it's kind of scary? I'm beginning to believe our main character is 6 years old. Just because, like, if my response is it's cool, bizarre, or kind of scary, that's like how a kid responds when you say, what'd you think of the Teletubbies? It's one of those three. We'll go with it's cool, I guess. I think it looks cool. I do find the austerity of the designs intriguing, but I was not speaking on how they look per se. I figured, trust me, I figured that it was the main character who did it. My opinion, the armor encloses the raging forces within us, allowing us to direct that power as one directs a horse by its reins. It said that people lose their magic because they refuse to confront their fears and anxieties, forever unaware. That might be the worst one I've done so far, and I've already misspoke reading dialogue 77 times this stream alone. Forever unaware of that power lurking within them. Is that not then the very condition to awaken our slumbering power? Also, hence why it is so exhausting and why it cannot be maintained for long. The ravenous appetite I had afterwards is proof. We do well to practice diligence maintaining our food reserves. Hulkenberg and I talked about things to come, and I feel like my imagination has increased. Come on, baby. No. Wow, imagination's so hard to raise. Because 4 points of courage fucking shot it from one to the next one. Apparently, I'm just very tongue-tied today in general. Because I can't even say my own words well. It's getting quite late, but we've a ways to go yet. So I would very much like to continue chatting with you. Maybe I'm having a stroke. Nah, I don't taste burnt toast. So I think I might be good for now. Hulkenberg and I talked for a while. I do like that you can see how close you are to leveling, though. I agree.
Of a new king draws nearer.
It's just crazy how different, because that was 4 points of imagination. Comparing that to 4 points of courage, the two are not comparable. Ooh. As you were. No, don't let me stop you. 7 Deadly Sins vibes here.
We're out of the desert!
But season 1, the good season.
Oh, wow. I missed all this green.
Fair. Me leaving city for the first time.
That'd be the change in terrain, lad.
That's how you say terrain?
To let the suspensions get used to hard ground instead of soft sand.
Must be nice to fly everywhere.
What the? Did we just crash? Of course not. That's
Ooh.
A cannonade.
A cannonade? Right after Gator and Lemon. That's one of my favorite nades. So I assume these are other people who are on the quest.
My star is rising.
Glodell, I don't have to know that your pants are getting tighter right now, man. I appreciate the ideal, but like, come on, let's be mature here.
Will reign.
Oh, I mean, I guess there's nothing against them fighting.
Remember from the opening ceremony, I think one of them is Godot, Fortin's confidant, and the other is Luis's man, Glodell.
No, it was crucial to the plot. I'm popping a rager. Using it like it's his ultimate move. Okay. And the other is Luis's man, Glodell. Honestly, good on you for remembering Godot's name. Glodell, I remembered. But Stroll, I would not have remembered. Like, obviously, I knew he was Godot just because in the log it said Godot, Sanctism will reign, ha. But that was not a Hia, it was a Gra. Hold on, let me hear.
Sanctism,
my
star is rising.
Yeah, I would say it's more of a Gra. Well, you know. After Glodell told us that his star was rising, he lost all track of what he was saying.
Prominent candidates. Shouldn't the king's magic petrify them for their aggression?
They're too far away.
See where they're aiming. They're not shooting to kill, just to take out the opposing runner's legs.
Oh, okay, fair. Doesn't seem like they're trying to land a fatal shot, just aiming to break the opposing side's gauntlet runner. This might be the single worst piece of dialogue in the entire game, but the only reason I say this is Stroll just said, no, see where they're aiming? They're not shooting to kill, just to take out each other's runners. And then I go, it appears as though they might be trying to shoot towards the runners. Yeah, man. We already had Detective Stroll on the case, so we don't have to.
Stuck out in the wilds with no working runner. Well, they survive or not, they're dashed well out of the race.
Well, then let's just move on past them.
Clash to halt each other's advance. damn fools couldn't resist a show of force.
Well, I mean, it's the easiest way to guarantee that the other one won't be there.
Over by the legs.
Whoa.
That crier is there too.
Yeah, why is he here?
Acting as witness to the higher candidate's conflict.
Okay.
It seems Glodell cannot match Godot's firepower.
Well, I'd imagine fucking Godot has all of the sponsorship from everything else. Main character is just Hajime from Danganronpa 2. Main character, it happens a lot in visual novels, and I wonder if it's got something to do with one of two things that I'd think, right? Either in Japan, there's the way they do their dialogue is it wasn't as on the nose from Stroll saying this, so the clarification made sense, but then when you localize it, it loses some of that meaning. Or they're worried that you might miss it if you're clicking through the dialogue too fast, so they have the same thing be said twice. Plan hinges on winning Luis's favor. Can we afford to abandon Glodell if he's one of Luis's supporters?
What's our plan? If we just hang back and watch, Godot's gonna win. And Vorden gets a leg up on the competition.
I don't really want to help out Glodell, because then you want to know what's going to happen. Glodell is going to go, hey, thanks for helping, dumbass. And is going to shoot down my gauntlet runner's legs. So I don't really know about all that necessarily. Also, just one minor little note. Our plan is dumb as hell for the Luis's favor part. It makes a lot of sense for us to run for king. But trying to win Luis's favor, we killed his necromancer and the human in front of the town. So I'm pretty sure he knows we're not really like chilling with Luis. After we tried to have one of our men assassinate him. Now he might not know Grius was with us, but even still, I guess you have to, let's see how it plays. I feel like you got to see how it plays out, man. Because why do I care if Glodell's out? But I really don't want the church winning either. All right, let's help out Glodell.
Let's give Glodell a hand here. Good thinking.
Yeah.
That way we could win Luis's regards.
Well, it also just keeps the church, who's already the favored to win, down a bit more.
Agreed.
And gives us a better chance to ride up.
I say, hold on. You realize you're a no-name candidate, eh? If he wants to shut you out, he'll not have to aim for just our legs.
Oh, that is true.
It's a runner, isn't it? If things get too dicey, we'll just run. Didn't you say we had the fastest craft around?
Yeah, also, I'm here for the smoke.
Fine. Suppose there's no room for caution if we want the world's eyes on us.
Exactly. Any publicity is good publicity. You know who told me that? Logan Paul, right after he filmed. Well, you know what he filmed. He filmed a severe and continuous lapse in his judgment, so.
Okay, then it's settled. Let's make sure he owes us big.
Yeah.
There should be an external runner phone out there.
Okay.
We're here to help. Withdraw, Glodell.
Yeah.
Who goes there? Why do you stand for Luis's forces?
He's got such a profound sadness in his eyes here. I feel bad for Godot now. Those are the most deeply saddened eyes I've ever seen. Wait, guys, never mind. Hold on, I'm on Godot's side. I didn't know it'd make him cry.
Well, sorry, can't get into it now. You're that commoner candidate who destroyed the Grand
Well, you know.
Cathedral. Was that not enough?
Okay, well,
You would profane the sacred a second time.
I'm just saying, Godot, in fairness, Luis was the one who started by destroying the Grand Cathedral, okay? We were just kind of following in his lead. Sorry we wanted to be in on the trends. What's good? What's good, my man?
In God's name, be thou punished.
Okay. Well, we're not allowed to fight, so Godot and his monks have boarded the deck. Looks like he knows magic won't shield us. He's aiming to kill us here and now. Well, we can't hit Godot.
You dare interfere in my fight. Know your place.
Okay, but if Glodell does not use this time to destroy Godot's runner, he's chalked. I hate that guy.
You seek?
But if he does, then
You
he's all
thought by
good.
confronting me, you might lift your own names. Then you chose the wrong opponent.
His voice is way too aggressive for him looking like he's a pacifist.
I hate to interrupt, old egg, but it's a touch more complex than that.
We of the Crown Theocracy's monk army have silenced all who would oppose the eminence of God.
I understand that. Okay, now you're looking nefarious. Keep your eyes like that and not like you're insanely saddened, like you just saw someone kick a puppy.
Your ruses are beneath me. Now you shall know how powerless you truly are.
Remember,
That's very true.
The king's magic means we cannot move to strike Godot himself.
No, I'm well
Go
aware.
for his followers first. We'll thin their numbers and turn the tide.
Well,
Go,
somewhat.
my brethren. Put the fear of God into these impious commoners.
So they're definitely going to be using holy magic. Don't forget about the petrification magic. How many times you gotta? Well, it's probably because a lot of gamers don't know how to read. I don't think that you have any idea how to deal with just getting your skull cracked open.
Falling back. Charging in.
Okay, we gotta move back Hulkenberg, but in the meantime, we'll go for the high crit rate on this. You're fucking kidding me. You get blizzed. I don't have any healing right now. This is really bad, actually. Puts on a cocky smirk. Good for him. Attacks. Okay, fair. Mage Gust. Puts on a cocky smirk. Good for him. Defeat the monks without harming Godot. They really do be putting that as much as they can. Increase your stats. Fucking just abacus this motherfucker. Okay, not gonna work. I just feel like you're probably gonna be weak to or resist all magic, but maybe you won't because you're just a guy. He is weak to it. That's huge. And then in the meantime, I can skull crack one more time and feel okay about it. If you killed there, it would have made me feel way better. Puts on a cocky smirk, so he does. Rush, don't hit. I ask one thing. Mage Mistral, sure. Stroll's badly wounded. Yeah, I'm aware. I'm aware. No, don't worry. It was not lost on me. I think that what I do here, gold attack. Okay. Do this one. Now that you've been hit with a weak one, we just do a normal punch and you die.
Let's stay calm.
And then I will use an item because of somebody, and I'm not gonna name names because that's irresponsible, right? No need to be a whistleblower like that. Somebody kind of forgot to like get us good healing in this build even remotely, unless I put it on mine. No, I didn't. I just put light dodge on it, which is not insanely helpful right now. So I guess we will just use an item for healing. Which ones we got for HP recovery? Medicinal herb. 50 HP does not feel good enough, so I will give you 100 HP. That should be enough for you to survive any one attack. More resilient.
Nothing by conceding this fight for the sake of my dear brethren. Now.
Okay. Well, this is gonna suck. Okay, he's just a healer. This is huge. Better luck next time. Defense returned to normal. Well, that's fine. I'll live with it. So I think what I do here, we see
Perhaps not.
how Stroll's attacks feel with just a normal punch to see if they resist. They do. Knowing they resist, I just do a gold attack. We pray, nothing. We hit him with Blizz. Since Stroll's our weakest, all we want to do here, he won't pick up the kill, so guard. Now he'll attack, and it's a good thing we're guarding. I had a feeling they would all go for the brawler. Seeing damn, they do get an extra attack from that. That's fine though. That's fine. This is the end of the fight, 100%. Because it starts with one of these. I pay $500 for you to just get lost.
So, the faithful are broken before you.
Yeah.
Yet your desperate struggling is for naught. You cannot defy the inevitable. I am immune to all your wicked harms.
Did you forget about Glodell?
He gets to do whatever he wants, and we can't even get near him.
I'm aware. Yeah, no, I'm sure that's really gonna make them a very popular candidate.
Now, are you prepared for the end?
And then Glodell comes in.
I think not, you rotter.
What have you done to my gauntlet runner?
Well, you know, it's not you.
Nothing to lose. At the very least, I can thrash your old clunker until it's inoperable.
This is a waste of my time. So be it. You'll face your divine
I mean, I guess, okay.
soon enough.
Yeah, he doesn't want it destroyed. Yo, Glodell, you might just have gotten a tag of the most worthless character. Just saying. You work for Luis, I disagree.
Finally, he took the hint.
Now, I'm not saying he has to love us, right? I'm not saying he should get on his knees, hands and knees, and start earning that $20. I'm just saying that, like, if your main competitor is boarded onto our ship and all you want to do is destroy his runner, how about you destroy his runner then? Also, so it's weird, right? We should be able to punch him still. And let me explain. If we have no intent of killing him and we just want to push him off our runner and get away and just run, the king's magic should, in theory, be able to tell we have no malice or assassination in our heart. We just want him away from us so we can leave. So it shouldn't stop us from doing that. But maybe it is just you can't even touch them at all, which they're going to be pretty pent up by the end of this then.
Hey, get down here.
Yeah, what's good, Glodell? What's good with you? He had you outgunned.
What are you playing at? You think
No.
I owe you now or something? I would have been fine without your meddling.
I disagree. I guess you lived to see another day. He would have lived anyways. I wanted to help.
I just wanted to help you.
A likely story? Out with it. What's your motive?
We don't like, if our motive is just we don't like the church, you should be
Why,
happy.
Liddell, surely you can spare some manners for a crew that saved our lives?
Her eyes, sorry, I was like, this might be the first time where the expression "I've gotten lost in your eyes" could apply. I was just looking at it. The pink highlights are a very bold choice, but I think they make the eyes look really cool. I was also kind of trying to figure out where her hairline starts because, no offense, Vegeta's got competition.
Honestly, that got a bit ugly for my liking.
Well, well, well. Do my eyes deceive me? Juna the songstress in the flesh.
Oh,
What
yeah.
brings you all the way out here? A little tryst on the road, is it?
She got the Ayaka forehead. Yeah, but this one's weirder because she's also wearing like the actual band up top, which makes me just wonder like how far that shit receded.
Nothing so saucy. I'm afraid this cad's just my chauffeur. Now please, darling, a little privacy or I'll have to charge for an interview.
So, would we be able to fight against Glodell? Hold on. Sorry, give me a second. From the looks of it, I'm not getting facial tracked right. So I'm just gonna do one thing real quick. Gotta restart my my little thing. Because it is glitching out right now. Just give me a second. I'm recalibrating as we speak. Oh, it looks like there's an issue with my webcam, actually. Because I can tell from the calibration that something's just off right now. And I don't know what it is. Give me one second, Maybe I restart? Or maybe I use a different tracking type temporarily. Because maybe it's just like the NVIDIA one is not working well for me. It is definitely tracking very incorrect right now, though. That much I can tell you for sure. Yeah, give me 1 second here. I want to make sure that it looks all good. Anybody who's watching this as a VOD, just feel free to skip ahead here. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna relaunch up VTube Studio real quick. And then hopefully that just lets it work. Because I was noticing that my mouth was not moving right. And then I looked at it very closely. My whole face was just not getting tracked right. I wasn't getting the facial that I dreamed of, which is one of the most insulting things that can happen. And I know it happened at one of the worst times because it was right when there was actually an interesting story going on. What do you want me to do about that one? I think, therefore I am. Yeah, no, we're all good now. What the fuck happened before? It got completely desynced for no reason. Okay, you wanna know what it was? I did a big no-no, and true VTubers will know this one. I launched up and then I walked away. And if you're wondering why is that a bad thing, when you launch and walk away, it doesn't know exactly how your face is gonna look or how the expressions are gonna look. So then you're a little bit botched for the rest of it. So now I should, emphasis on should, be tracked better. Okay.
Fair enough, miss. Fair enough. Nothing you're not used to. But consider me chastened and shooed.
Okay, then get out of here.
Besides, I might have found another angle here that's just as promising.
What's good, Batlin? Okay, you could ask me a question.
You surprised me out there, love. You bested Godot.
Well, you know how
So
it is.
you're not just a pretty face. You were more help than my useless driver, at least.
Oh yeah, I know Glodell loves hearing that.
Look here. However talented and famed a songstress she may be, you must remember to contain yourselves.
Have you forked any good repositories lately? What does that mean? What are we talking about? Like, have I had any good food? Sometimes. Okay.
Songstress? Wait, is she the same Nydia lady who sang at the opening ceremony?
But that's... Oh, blast it all, I can't take it anymore.
You said you were a web developer? Oh my god, you were talking about my job. Holy shit. Yeah, no. Sorry, I was just completely... I was like, what does this songstress have to do with forking a good old repository? I was so confused. No, I mean, like, recently it's been a bit of... I've been making new sites, but they're pretty similar to what we've done before. So it's a lot of mainly CSS changes as opposed to actually having to set up any kind of structure-based stuff. Huh?
I'd know the suspensions anywhere. You had Caden workshop on this, eh? Yes, those are quality parts and no mistake. Luis really shells out for his own.
By the crown, you can't be serious. She is Juno.
I wouldn't know.
Kingdom's greatest singer, the dulcet diva. Oh, this is preposterous. Surely I can't be the only one starstruck?
Well, Hulkenberg, I know a good opener. I'm pretty much the best wingman of all time here. We eat bugs on our ship. You want to come aboard?
Really? No one else wants to shake her hand?
Great. Hold on. Let's...
Then, on behalf of this group, I suppose it falls to me.
Let's maybe talk with her first, and then we can fanboy or fangirl later.
You're an interesting little ensemble.
I do fuck with the dog he got over there.
Wait, is that a fairy? A real living one? Where did you...
When you say where did you, it makes it sound like I just scooped up Gallica and went, you are mine now. Let us quest.
Hey, up there!
Hey, up there, do you work for a major company? Nah, it's pretty small. I wear a lot of hats because of it. Okay, is this gonna be the main guy? Fortifix?
An airborne gauntlet runner.
Uh-huh.
He's actually finished it.
This gotta be who I think it is. Unless it's Luis, which would be wild, but I doubt it. I feel like it's gotta be the main... Oh?
Luis.
Not at all who I was actually expecting it to be. Okay. Holy shit.
My lord, Luis. How kind to provide a personal escort.
Oh.
So that's it. I thought it was strange that a candidate like Gladel got stuck playing someone's driver.
But she was still the Sanctist's pick for the opening ceremonies? Guess even Forden's camp has to bend to popular opinion.
Yeah, I really thought this was going to be Forden showing up. I thought that the other guy would have already been able to squeal to him, like, no, guys, they hurt me.
My humblest apologies, my lord Luis, for this travesty, especially when you had graced me with the privilege of bearing the lovely Lady Juna.
You can tell that Glodell knows his life may be over. Hold on, let me just give me 1 second. Sorry, I know that I had just refocused this. I've got to refocus it again because I feel like I'm looking too far to the left. Or sorry, too far to the right. Whatever, you know directions. I don't, clearly. Okay, that should be way better. Yeah. No, that looks way better. Okay, cool. We troubleshoot live around here. It's called being a professional. I wouldn't expect everyone to understand.
Glad to see Lady June is safe, at least.
Not the voice I was expecting at all. From a little munchkin from that little guy. I like the tall one more.
I could have crushed that churchman like a bug. And I would have if these insolent fools had.
I disagree. We all looked at it and said, this guy's getting outgunned.
I'm sure. Sorry, don't much care.
It would seem you had to clean up my associate's mess.
Well, you know how it
I'd
is.
like to express my gratitude, but if I might ask, who are you?
I'm a candidate.
I'm just another candidate.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Then we are both striving for the throne.
Yeah?
One would think you commoners, but for the Lady Knight at your side?
And you have a gauntlet runner. Most curious. What made you decide to enter the competition?
Well, this is where we gotta lie really well.
Looks like he's more interested than we anticipated. This might be our chance.
He's asking why I became a candidate. How should I respond? So, okay. The one option that I'm gonna be honest, Luis to me, even though he loves suck-ups to him, I think he somewhat respects someone who stands on business. If their business is not directly like, I'm gonna kill you, because here are our options. You guys can't see all of them right now. Let me move to the side a little bit. To become king, to help save the prince, to help you, Count Luis. Now, option number 3, in my humble opinion, is completely chalked and dumb. You are so dumb if you were saying, actually, it's to help you, Count Luis. My one and only, my true love. That one is, I think it's so dumb. To help save the prince, there's no shot you can say to help save the prince. So I kind of want to stand on business here. Say to become king. So that way he's interested. He's like, I like you. You've got strong morals. How about instead you come work for me? Because that's how I see the conversation going. I don't see you saying to help you, Count Luis. He's going to hear that and be like, oh, so you're just like a weak little shit? All right, fuck you, man. He might see us as an enemy. I know you want to get this, but this is no time to. I should rethink my response. He would not see. Are you serious? We have to say to help you, Count Luis? I guess it doesn't matter. It was the illusion of free choice. It's the cow looking at the two. They go to the same place. Okay, fine. To help you, Count Luis.
I want to help you, Count Luis.
Oh? You fight in my name, do you?
Yeah, but like not with people knowing.
Really now? So you thought you'd step in for a little self-promotion?
Oh, you know.
We want to help anyone in need. That's what we believe in.
Yeah, good shit, Stroll.
Most interesting. However, my immediate needs are met in terms of sword hands.
Well, that's why we didn't ask to join you.
Oh, come
Very
now.
clearly.
Don't they have a certain charisma to them? Why? I dare say I saw them use magic without igniters.
We be doing that from time to time.
I know we can help you. We want nothing more than to see your vision realized, Lord Luis.
You're layering it on a little bit thick there, Stroll. A little bit thick.
You do know what that vision is built on, don't you? If you would claim yourself my ally, then prove your power before all the kingdoms.
Well, that's legit what we're doing right now. What are you talking about? Like, no offense to Luis. This might be the dumbest thing to ever leave his mouth. Yeah, we entered as a candidate. Of course we're gonna prove ourselves.
You can't change the world without power, after all. If you can manage that, I'll consider your proposal.
All right. And there it is.
See you, loves.
Well, at least we got one who likes us.
Don't think this changes anything.
Glodell, brother, we mogged you in front of your boss. I don't even care how strong you think you are. You have gotten absolutely mogged.
Come on, Hector.
You still got Hector with him. Fair enough, fair enough. Sorry to break Glodell's 30-day mewing streak or whatever.
It soars like a damn bird.
I'm sure you'll get there.
That could have gone worse. We were lucky we managed to connect with Luis this early.
I don't think we were lucky at all, honestly.
No thanks to that Glodell. Even should we be accepted, he'll be no ally of ours.
That's fine. Were we trying to get in to be friends with everybody? I really didn't think that was the plan.
At the very least, Luis knows our faces. All we have to do now is avoid screwing it up.
All right.
He wants to see our power, does he? Then let's find Heisme, bring him to justice, and show the nation we're a force to be reckoned with.
Oh, I agree with all three.
As the
There's a fun little fight. There's a fun little dialogue. I enjoyed it. I still think the answer we gave was bad.
Arrives at its repose, a place grown thick with trees.
Sorry, I was letting that.
Sounds from between the trees just the leaves being caressed by the wind? Or are they the whispers of the beguiling beings of the dark? The party never has to find out, for they are safe within the Gauntlet Runner.
That guy does not stop talking. I've learned, and I don't think it's ever going to be important, so I'm just going to start talking over him in the future. The one who's saying, your Gauntlet Runner stays somewhere and you're safe. It's pretty much the same dialogue.
Oh, damn it, blast!
Okay, he's trying to figure out how it flies.
Did you hear that?
Pretty hard to miss it.
It's over. The end of the road. So ends the life of the genius engineer.
I don't think he's taking seeing a flying one too
Let's
happily.
Say we go check on him.
Yep. All right. We're probably about to get a new class, maybe Gunner from him, because he is an engineer, and I'd imagine Gunner would have to do with the future.
Hey, Nurse, you okay?
So it is Nurse. Okay.
Oh, you two. Terribly sorry. It's nothing, really.
Okay. You seem troubled.
Is there something troubling you?
Ah, well, I suppose you could say that. It's just the runner, you see? She's in top shape, but I wanted to make her peerless.
I think she's
An
pretty
absolute
close.
beauty,
Oh,
you
but
know,
yeah.
top of her class. Something that would make even old Luis's runner look like a bally apple cart.
But then he saw Luis's runner fly through the air.
I'd not be floundering so much if I just had a bit of spark.
Hmm?
A spark?
Yes, my girl. A spark of inspiration. A moment of epiphany. Like when I saw the lost relic.
I don't know what that is.
Lost relic? Doesn't ring a bell.
Yeah, no, I'm right there with you.
Ah, yes, context. They say that long, long ago, there was a civilization so highly advanced it was beyond all modern understanding.
I'm coughing like crazy right now. Sorry, I keep muting to cough if you're wondering why I go quiet out of nowhere.
Automation ruled the day. People lived surrounded by machinery with no need to work. Legend has it that they lived lives of convenience and comfort.
Right.
But somehow, that civilization just up and disappeared. God only knows what happened to them.
Trust me, I've played Genshin Impact. I know what happened with Conria. Don't you worry.
Sounds kind of far-fetched already.
If you think that's far-fetched, wait until you play Gen 1 of Pokemon and see that little bird holding a leek. You'll lose your mind, man. That one is far-fetched as hell.
Hear me out, would you? The point is, once in a stretch, you hear about someone unearthing relics from those days of yore.
Right.
Absolutely inscrutable to the layman, don't you know? But those in the know would recognize such a prize at a single glance.
Okay, so he has one. Have you seen one?
Have you ever seen one of these yourself?
Oh, yes. When I was but a young sprocket.
That can't be a
There was
term.
this loony old inventor in my neighborhood, both quite brilliant and quite daffy, as they often are.
I don't think that sproglet is a word. I'm sorry, I won't be
That old
convinced.
fellow only showed me his find once, but even seeing it lit a fire in me, like being struck by lightning. After that, it was like a boiling pot. Ideas, ideas, ideas rising to the surface. And my tinkering always came out marvelous. Some proper court engineer-worthy genius.
Normally my tinkering comes out marvelous, but I think it's because I've been drinking more water recently. And I think the less soda I have and the more water I have, the tinkering just feels a little bit cleaner. So I'm right there with him.
It utterly captured my imagination. The lost relic, I mean.
Well, yeah, probably because it's
Wow.
inhumanely shown.
You could try getting him to show you again.
Just take another
If
glance.
only I could. That old fellow went back to his own hometown. That single solitary glimpse of the past was all I had.
What are the odds that we currently have one?
The old goat. He told me he'd leave me the relic in his will.
How dare you not be the hidden gem in the VTuber Awards? They have VTuber Awards? So, like, I might be this is going to be a little bit of a side topic. Sorry, Norris. I know you're going off on, like, trauma dumping about how you are lacking inspiration and thinking of doing all that kind of stuff. I might be the single VTuber who knows the least about VTubing, because what got me into VTubing was all the HoloLive stuff, right? Pretty much like what got everybody into VTubing, I would say, for the most part. So then in terms of indies that I watch, I really don't watch many indie VTubers. The only one I consistently watch, and maybe he was up for a VTuber award, but like I said, I didn't even know they existed. I watch Randon a lot. If you don't know him, look up Randon Orc VTuber. I don't really know how the second part of it is pronounced, like Nuring, random. It's very similar to Norris's name, actually, where I was like, how the fuck do you say that? Anyways, so he's pretty much the only indie one I watch. And then aside from that, the only other streamer I really watch, you won't believe that. You won't believe this. I watch a lot of Northern Lion. Randon is indie. Randon is an indie VTuber. I don't know how taboo it is to talk about like past lives and all that kind of stuff. So I'll say there was a period where Randon went by a different name for a bit, where he had a different job working elsewhere. And that made a lot of, in a lot of people's eyes, he's no longer indie because he used to work for a corporation. But he definitely does not now. And what corporation was it and who was he? I'm not gonna say that because I know there's taboo stuff around it, but that's why there was a huge break in his content. But like, I'm not gonna, it's not impossible to find. Did he grad or was he kicked out? I don't, it's something that I could never answer because he did not have a graduation stream, but there was also never much comment on what happened, and it looked like it was a both sides agreement thing that he was just gonna walk away. So I'm not certain, and I would never be certain, and even if I was certain, it wouldn't be my place to say it, right? So like, that's where that is. But yeah, anyways, I guess that kind of tells you more about who it would have been, because there's not many, well, there's probably a lot of corporations out there. Which one? I mean, like, in terms of corporations that I know, who do I know? I knew Idol, and I mean, obviously Hololive and Niji Sanji. But aside from them, oh, I know FaZe Connect. I know FaZe Connect in name. I don't really know if I can tell you any of the VTubers. And I think those are the only 4 corporations I know by name. No, there was one that was called like First Stage Productions or something like that. I remember they had a debut, or they had a wave of male VTubers debut. And I know because, let's just say Salted Slices was not always going to be planned to be an indie channel. And so that was not always the plan. At this point, I'm just happy being indie, because the more I see about corporations, the more I'm like, they'd probably not like a lot of the unhinged shit that I say, which is fair. It's completely understandable. You got to protect your brand. But I don't think I'd want to censor myself in the stuff that I say in order to fit in a corporation. So I don't think I'm ever going to go corporate. Anyways, that's just kind of where I'm at on it. I've given it thought, though. And like, this is going to get lost in the weeds anyways, which is why I don't really mind saying it. But I had given it a lot of thought, and I ultimately just decided that I kind of like being in charge of what I do on my own, you know? But anyways, let's get back to Norris talking about the relic.
Okay, so where's this guy's hometown?
Are we on our way?
Some tiny hamlet somewhere on the outskirts of Martira. A village by the name
cheap
of
viewers,
Chimera.
yes! Dude, by a guy named Tempting Cotton, he knows he's tempting me. I understand why people view bot. I used to say I don't get why people view bot. I get it now. It's because of the bandwagon effect. If 37 people are watching one streamer, even if you don't find them that entertaining, you don't mind being the 38th one sitting there. L man should have never been seen in this stream. So true, so true. But like, I don't know. It feels so. Because to me, if I ever see somebody who's at 50 viewers and their chat moves not at all, I think to myself, 40 of these are probably not real people. Especially because sometimes the streamer will be like, am I right, chat? And then the chat does not move. Imagine viewbotting L-Man if you break TOS. I've also never understood why it's against terms of service. But the main reason I say that is, doesn't it benefit Twitch to have higher numbers on people watching? And I know it's like, well, they're not real people. Yes. But because of boosting streamer for ads, but that's the thing, right? If I watch an ad for the brand new Chevy Silverado, I'm not gonna go out and buy the brand new Chevy Silverado. So you could argue that advertisement The advertisers have wasted their money to show it to me in the same way they're wasting their money to show it to a robot who's not going to buy anything, because neither of us are spending any money on the product. No, it's a negative if the streamer isn't monetized because it's just more server being taken up. If the streamer isn't monetized, I agree. But if the streamer is monetized, then Twitch is allowed to turn around to advertisers and say, look how many more people are on our site who you can show ads to, even if they aren't real people. But then again, I guess that probably is where the legal trouble comes in for Twitch, because if you're showing ads to who you know aren't real people, but charging advertisers as though they are real people, there's probably a lawsuit that can happen there. So I think that that's more likely why. By the way, a friend tried the Bazaar and he instantly said Dooley is really, really strong and the game is pay to win. I honestly think that if the game launches in the state that it's in right now, that is going to be the majority of people's opinion about the game, and it's really sad and unfortunate, but like, trying to get somebody to play the Bazaar on this patch is really rough because Dooley is so much stronger than everybody else. And I have one friend who was trying to tell me, oh, you weren't there for the worst meta when everybody was using Harmadillo Dooley. I couldn't even find anybody talking about that meta, and people were like, yeah, man, he kills you in like 30 seconds and you can't hurt him. And I was like, 30 seconds? Bro, I could set up a whole entire family in the Bazaar in 30 seconds. Twitch doesn't make as much from ads as they make from donations. That's true. I think that I've also kind of talked myself into the circle where I'm like, it's probably also to protect them legally. And I think that's why it makes a lot of sense that it's not allowed. Now, morally and ethically, obviously it's not allowed. I was just wondering why it was against TOS. I completely understand the morals and ethics of the idea of I should boost my stream so that more people want to sit and watch me. No, morally and ethically, you're a horrible person. But I was just wondering why it was against TOS. That was the more thing for me. Maybe I should look into Comero when we get to Martina. Martira, sorry. Old inventor once knew, yeah, and this will give me 5 heroes intense, which is pretty good. Bro, I missed when fights were kind of long and didn't finish 6 seconds either side. It's so sad that fights finish in 6 seconds when you're in bronze tier. It's so sad because it's like, it makes Pygmalion feel way worse. I don't know if that's his full name, but it makes Pig feel really bad, I think. I haven't played him yet, but every pig that I've fought, I'm like, I understand what you're trying to go for here. You just die. Imagine having 1 or 2 bots sitting in chat. That's chill. If it's more than 10, bro, just make a community on another site and shuffle them here. I think, so here's the thing. The thing about view bots is some people get view botted against their will. Kind of wrong. I would love to see Pig beat a monitor lizard dually, because all the shielding in the world will not save you from dually ending your life in 10 seconds, despite the fact that, oh, I have 14,000 max HP. The dually has already got 1,700 poison in 1 second. It's harder to make a community on Twitch than it is on fucking Twitter. It's really hard to grow a stream right now. Streaming is currently not enough new eyes, and everybody who goes on Twitch just watches the same people, which is fine. Here's the thing, I'm here to have a good time. I don't really care because I still have a lot of fun, because it only is like 2 or 3 days. His setup is good. Damage if you don't find like beast or burden or dog. He has one damaging thing though, so dualies who have freeze also with their monitor lizard freeze you, and then that's that. Or they use the corrosive weapon that causes all of your damage to just fall off a cliff while you get poisoned. It's just it's a rough meta right now. Granted,
on, and the age of a new
is it any better for Vanessa? No. Both of them are just food for Dooley, dude. Dooley is the apex predator. He's definitely a predator. So is everyone who plays him. Hey, that's a defamatory statement. They deserve it. They locked in the character. Granted, the meta has been out for like 4 days. Yeah, but the thing was, Pufferfish got taken out back and shot 14 times right after they gave a patch to nerf it, because they were like, oh no, it's still too strong. And then Monitor Lizard, which is pre-nerf Pufferfish, is still in the game, which is insane to me. Liberated, I do believe I can take offense to that. The fairy girl is right, you know. A carriage could never keep up this pace. Some gratitude would be appreciated. Apologies, I am grateful. It's just hard to show it while on the verge of losing your lunch. That, and I pray we can avoid hindrances like yesterday.
Isn't that...
Once we arrive in town, we're supposed to meet with Barden, right? I'm sure the sights will be distracting, but let's not keep the man waiting. They shouldn't debuff the character, buff the worst character in the game to try to make the new meta. This is one of the rare times where I will disagree with the idea of buff everything instead of nerfing one thing. If we buff everything, every fight online, to buff to match Dooley, every fight online will be less than 4 seconds. Which means that the game is not as fun for everybody to try and get into. Which is not good, I think. If everyone's broken, no one's broken. But like, no, man, if everyone's broken, no one gets to try fun builds, and you just always do the broken build of one character. If Dooley, nerfing makes things feel like absolute shit, buffing makes things fun. Not in this game, because you have to remember, I'm not actually fighting another real person at the same time. I agree with you for a game like League of Legends, for a MOBA, for something like that. But in a game like this, the way that you get the off-meta builds to shine is by stopping the builds that are killing people in like 2 seconds because there's overtuned items on them. If everything was overtuned, every fight would be 2 seconds. But I'm trying to play my single-player game where I'm trying to build something cool and off meta to see if I can reach 10 wins with it, where I'm fighting snapshots of other people's teams. And if certain snapshots are far overperforming other people's, those ones should be brought more in line to allow the diversity of the game to flourish. When the outlier is so obviously above, bringing everything else above just creates power creep that will not help a game last for a while. It might give you 2 weeks where you can do any build you want, but then nobody's gonna play the game because everything ends too quickly and then nobody's enjoying it anymore. But I agree for like normal multiplayer games like a MOBA or like Dota or something like that, I love buffing the majority of characters who are weaker rather than nerfing the other ones. True, but I'm basing it on how COD fucking nerfs the shit out of things and it's effectively useless. Yeah, I mean, like, here's my take on Black Ops 6 right now. The SOG needs to be nerfed fucking yesterday, okay? I hate that gun with all my heart. But anyways. Sorry. I got a little sidetracked on a tangent here. Let's just get back to getting to the capital. Departing and we get to the castle wall. It's time. We'll actually get to see a new town. Oh shit, and it's got a cool design. Very macabre.
'Tis far more desolate a place than I'd heard.
Yes.
Not many people out. It's like everyone's afraid of something.
Probably of getting kidnapped by the knight who kidnaps and pillages people. Just my randomized idea. Like for Dooley or ever, nerf him slightly and buff.
You'd show up soon.
I agree that here's what I mean, like what Dooley needs, no offense, remove Monitor Lizard from the game. I know the Ray builds are very strong. Monitor Lizard deserves to be taken out back and shot 14 times the same way the Pufferfish was removed. If the Pufferfish was deemed unhealthy for the game, Monitor Lizard is unhealthy for the game in the exact same way. The two items are the same. You can't take one out and have the other one stay in. Who got the game off a beta code or part of the game and instantly getting fucked by dualies and they don't even know what or why they lost. Yeah, exactly. The Ray builds are very strong, but a Ray dually build has counterplay. There's so many ways to destroy small items. There's so many ways to stop the dually from setting up with Rays. Monitor Lizard genuinely has no counterplay. It's an uncounterplayable deck aside from one-shotting dually with something like a Sniper Crow's Nest and building up your damage, which isn't fun for anybody. And that's the issue right now, is Monitor Lizard isn't fun. That needs to be removed. I'll even say that dually can keep the Ray builds, because while they are strong, you have ways to deal with them. There's no way to deal with Monitor Lizard aside from having a one-shot build. But that means every game you have to play a one-shot build because every duelie is already playing Monitor Lizard.
I know it's been a while, but we pledged to help you. We'll not go back on our word.
Wait, how did he get here, by the way? If we have one of the fastest gauntlet runners and we ran directly from the capital to here. Oh. I understand. No, because we had to do the extra ceremony afterwards. So he was able to leave before we were because of the ceremony. And he probably has a gauntlet runner if he's one of the knights. Never mind, that makes a lot of sense.
Glad to hear it. I'm sure Lady Joanna will also be pleased.
Sure, I don't know who she is.
Your pardon. Lady Joanna rules this city.
Okay.
She's also a most holy sanctuaress of the Sanctus Church. She lives there, in Criganti Castle.
Sure.
I take
A
it the locals
Criganti it
are
is.
hoping for His Eminence Forden to win the tournament.
Probably.
Naturally. No sane and righteous man would want Luis on the throne.
We're actually running.
Speaking of, I heard there was a scuffle on the road between two candidates gauntlet runners. The criers say Forden's ally suffered the worst of it.
Oh man, I wonder what that was all about.
Well, that's Luis's camp for you. I assume it was them. I mean, some nasty characters at his heel, eh?
IMO games are more fun when they're build/characters specifically to counter others, like in Beyblade scaling. So here was my take, actually. I agree with you, but let me tell you what I think they should change for the matchmaking. When one character is far and away better than the others, fighting duelie makes me lose my mind. So add a pity system into the game. What's that? On the end of your last day, you fought duelie. Okay, today the chance that you fight a duelie ghost is reduced by 20%. So that way it's more likely you fight a pig or Vanessa, so you can have some diversity. And then you fight a pig. Okay, now you're probably gonna get a duelie because duelie is so strong, but at least you get a day break every now and then because you fought so many of them. I think that would still help the game feel better. Anyways, there's some nasty characters. It's not my business. All fights have casualties, or Luis is a tyrant. Saying Luis is a tyrant is scary because he has shooters everywhere, and I don't want him to hear that. All fights have casualties is fence sitting, and that sucks. It's not my business. That's also saying I'm above this. Nah. We'll say Luis is a tyrant.
Luis is nothing but a tyrant.
Yeah.
Yes. Such atrocities in his name.
Captain, are you sure we can trust these strangers? These bounty boarders are always in it just for the money.
Hey, Barden. Barden's lieutenant. Shut up, man.
Looks like his officer's not on our side just yet.
Dinna be rude, Morris. They've come a long way for our sakes.
Correct. Also, Morris, if you're so good and you can take down the knight, go kill him then. Why'd you call us at all?
No. I'm sure you must be knackered from the journey.
Don't say knackered.
Let me show you to. You can try our local speciality, perhaps.
I don't like it. Like, it's a good game, right? We wouldn't be talking about this if it wasn't. No, that's the issue. I think that's what hurts the most when there's something like this, is it is an insanely well-made game. And it hurts so much when society ruins it. Because I can't even fully blame the devs. It's people wanting their wins too bad. And also, even like I said on stream when I played the ranked games, if you play duelie and ranked, I have no ill will towards you because I understand you just want to get your daily chest and get out. All you're trying to do is get your wins. I understand that. When I fight someone who is in the casual normal queue playing meta duelie build, I honestly wish a plague upon your family.
You've a local delicacy. It would be a welcome treat.
Twould indeed.
You chaps go on. The old girl needs a bit of maintenance after carrying us so far.
Dude, Nurse is awesome.
Wait until you've eaten.
Too much at stake, lad. Go on. Don't worry, and I'll sort her out.
I love this guy.
Might well fix the Bally Waterworks while I'm at it.
Come, everyone. This way.
All right, off we go to our new inn of choice. I guess this is where we'll be staying for the next foreseeable couple days until we kill the knight. I'm gonna kill the knight ASAP, as I always do.
Is this some kind of smoked dish?
Oh, could you tell from the way that it was smoking? It's all on the devs. You can't just say, oh, it's the player's fault. The developers made a clearly overpowered item and not treating it the same as pufferfish. I agree that they are not responding quick enough, 100%. I'm just saying that I see I think it's irresponsible to not balance it this quickly while the game's coming up. But like, I don't know, it's rough because there's other issues like the memory leak. And so they're probably not even looking at the balance of the game right now if they're a small team, because they need to fix the memory leak before the game releases in like 3 weeks. They're running out of time. So I don't think they're looking at balance at all right now. And I think that that's why it's going to be very rough for right now, because they need to get everything ready and working well for the release of the game.
Roasted larvae of the giant sandworm. It's Martira's culinary speciality.
73 people bought the game. Couldn't they hire more people? Not until they see what kind of profits it's going to bring in the long term, because otherwise that just leads to layoffs. I mean, that's the issue with the gaming industry in general.
Finish, just enough to preserve all the natural juices and flavors of the innards.
Okay, if they're like, whoa, a sandworm, that's so weird. My main character 2 nights ago was like, a delicious bug flying over the fire. I will eat this.
Oh, good. Larval innards.
Tis a unique texture, to be sure, but the taste is divine, exquisite.
You can tell who watched The Lion King as a kid and who didn't by who's ready to eat the bugs.
You're completely serious, aren't you?
Do you think she was lying?
Something the matter? Do try some of your own before it gets cold.
All right. Looks great.
Looks great.
Yeah.
What is with that smile? Not you two.
What are you gonna do? Turn down a free meal, Stroll? What the hell? I feel like this is more important than the memory leak because everyone knows how to deal with it, right? And this directly affects the fun of the game. I agree, but that doesn't mean the devs do. And that does set a very dangerous precedent going forward, which sucks because they have made one of the sickest games of the year. I would say probably my number 2 game of the year right now. What's number 1? Balatro easily. But I would say it's probably my personal number 2 game of the year.
You fairly eat with gusto, young man. Passion worthy of a royal candidate.
Oh, you know.
Was it? Sometimes the insides can twitch a bit, but it's harmless, I assure you.
Okay, why would you say that after we already got it in our mouth, man? That's fucked up.
Would that I had time to try more of your dishes, but to business. Can you fill us in on the details of all these
I like Hulkenberg because she just cuts right to the chase.
Our wee ones have been going missing for at least 6 months. All told, we're looking at 15 children now unaccounted for.
Honestly, I feel like if I was part of the royal candidate race and somebody brought in the head of a disgraced knight and said that he was kidnapping children, so we stopped him for the good name of the people around there, even though it's not the biggest one, it's like, that's way more kingly than just going out and killing a creature that nobody was saying was harming them. Bringing the biggest head in, dude, I could fucking find a whale beached on the ocean and cut its head off. That doesn't make me a hero. It's so odd that they fucked pufferfish so fast but didn't fuck monitor lizard as fast. Like, I know they're working on other things. I completely agree that there is no reason to not hotfix remove monitor lizard, seeing as they did maintenance like 4 days ago and it was already an issue before those 4 days ago. Or sorry, I think it was 3 days ago. It was on Wednesday and monitor lizard was a huge issue starting midday Tuesday. Around-ish. That's when it was everywhere. It was still strong before that, but that was like the turning point where everyone started playing it. Anyways, back to gaming.
Is your culprit?
They wouldn't have hired us if not.
He's a disgraced knight with nowhere else to turn. We've no proof, but the pieces fit. Seems to me that with nothing else to lose, he's gone rogue.
It might not be him. I guess it's possible.
Who claimed a knight's honor to stoop to such horrors. 'Tis unacceptable. We must end this quickly, for our sake and his own.
Well,
if I recall the
this
brief,
is probably all we
it'll be
get.
quite a feat to even get near this Heisme. His hideout was in the midst of the sandworm's territory, yes?
Yeah.
Aye, well remembered. He certainly isn't going to make this easy for us.
I doubted he would. So, are we going to be able to see? Oh, whose is the pink runner?
Is Heisme's hideout way out here? Looks pretty far from Martira.
Well, not as the bird flies. Yeah, because like how builds spread in this game aren't from wikis. It's seeing the item fuck you and then proceeding to use that one and pull you out of your mind. Yeah. No, I mean, the first person who lost a monitor lizard probably said, oh, that wasn't fair. Maybe I'm missing something. It can't be that easy. And then they tried it and went, wait, it's that fucking easy? And then everybody else is like, what the hell? I died the monitor lizard. It can't be that easy. And then they tried it and they went, what the hell? It's that easy. Yeah, so the giant sandworm's nest. What is this? Rival Gauntlet Runner.
Let's see.
That's Rival Gauntlet Runner. I was wondering which one, but yes, no, I agree. That is Rival Gauntlet Runner.
Now that you mention it, I have to wonder how he can even survive out there.
Probably
We've been
he has a
chasing
trick.
any lead we have, but we can't figure it all out. We're in over our heads.
Let's save this town together. We'll get the job done. Just have our reward ready. Let's save this
Let's
town
work
together.
together to save this town.
We're awful grateful to have you. And don't worry, we'll pay you what you're due.
I didn't even
After
mention
all,
payment, but
nobody
thank
else
you.
in the royal capital would give it a second glance.
It's because of the
We
competition.
help anyone in need. That's why we've come this far.
Inspiring words, young man. Now, I
Let's
hope you're not full
go!
yet.
More worm
We have a whole
innards!
spread of other dishes for you.
Dude, I'm so...
Now this
Okay.
is the pride of the
Ah.
town. A fine sweetmeat made from the juvenile sandworm's entrails. You'll find this tastes as sweet as any
So, like,
dessert.
here's the thing, right? The other one, you could argue, looked somewhat appetizing. This one's got green stink lines. This one looks like the average person going to an anime convention and asking where my hug at to the cosplayers, but for some reason, weirdly, only the women cosplayers. And it's very strange. They're like, hey, can I take a picture? Can I just like put my arm around your shoulder? And they're like, no, thank you, actually.
Together, I'm sure we can find a way to the stronghold without falling prey to those words. Now, please, dig in.
Nah, man.
Tis altogether different from the roast. Why, tis succulent as a mellow fruit. Another marvel.
I mean, you know what? Credit where credit's due. She is not a picky eater. It's wild that we already got our bowls in front of us and nobody was like, this shit is definitely entrails. I want to guess that looking at it.
Gotten used to eating anything you had to out in the wilds, eh?
I'll schedule a meeting with the Honourable Lady Joanna.
Don't say
tomorrow.
schedule like that.
Please, rest your weary heads for today.
If
All
they
right.
aren't here con a free meal out of us, that is.
Morris. The fuck did I do, man? I just showed up. Racist ass.
Let's go.
You want my hard? Here's my hard pivot. The knight we're going after has already died to the sandworms, and Morris is kidnapping the kids. Why? Fuck you. Why are you eating stew? Aren't you supposed to be saving the world? It's called mission debriefing. We were getting a little bit of information there. It's been forever since I've had such a spacious bed. We're gonna meet the lady of the town first thing in the morning. So let's get your beauty sleep, okay?
Pleasure to see you.
All right. Am I able to buy stuff here? No. You are our information guy. Okay, cool. If you need information, simply ask me. I asked him. He had no information. Not gonna lie, I think that he's cooked. I don't think he's here to help us. Finally free of those tiny runner bunks. Nice to sleep in an inn, isn't it? I love a good inn. Don't I know it?
Right?
I can see monsters out there when we camp on the runner, so I can rest a little easier in an inn. I wish Neuros would come inside with us, but I suppose if the runner's in the castle, then he's its king. All right, should I turn in? Let's rest.
Good night.
Hold on, there's nothing trying to turn the world to ash right now. That's just not even true.
Time marches on, and the age of
There's
the
actually
new
no
king
god
draws
at all
nearer.
right now that we're afraid of. We're trying to prove our name so we can get our face on the rock so we can become a king. And that's currently what we're working towards.
Gorgeous.
Wow,
out.
well, now you could argue that you don't like that there's a MacGuffin that protects Luis so we can't go after assassinating him. That's fine, but at least the MacGuffin protects all of the candidates and not just Luis.
Hold on.
Where is everyone?
Let's hurry.
They all went to Cranegate Castle ahead of us. Apparently we can get there by climbing the stairs in Starestone Market. Okay, well, very aptly named market. We can climb the stairs in the Starestone Market. Your god, I'd hope so, man. I would hope so if that's what they called it. Care for some water? What do you got? A cooking ingredient, a cooking ingredient. Restore 30 MP to one ally. We are buying 3 of these instantly. And nothing else matters. Well, I guess we'll buy 5 mellow milks. We'll hold off on getting the clear water. It seems very easy to get anywhere. But the other 2 were limited materials, so I figured they're at least worth something. Then we've got another bounty board here. Of course, no bounties yet because we just made it here. Who do we have up here? Candidate. Abolish taxes. It's your money. Reclaim freedom for commerce and yourself. The libertarians have entered the race. Sounds like something a merchant would come up with. But the more you think about it, the less sense it makes. What would happen to the people who can't work? Besides, if there are no taxes, how could the kingdom help anyone? Be every person for themselves. Yeah. Well, you know.
All right, then.
I hate to break it to you, Gallica. You're going to be shocked. There are people who believe it.
No.
Whether I want them to or not. All right, Martira, the old castle town. Let's check if they sell an abacus here, because this is our first time coming to this town. They probably have different weapons. I guarantee the quality of our weapons. Go ahead and take a look. Slayer's Baselander, Damascus Shamshir. Ooh, a better one of these. That's not that bad. And then Resolve, Hunter's Crossbow, Silver Daggers, Ebony Semaphore. Finally, we got a Semaphore. I've been asking for one of those. Leader's Semaphore, Ebony Abacus, or Discerning Abacus. An abacus that aids in the detection of increases damage against mimic type monsters. I'm buying this one because I already said that I love the merchant class, and far be it from me to be a liar. If I'm all in on being a merchant, I'm all in on being a merchant from start to finish. Now that was all of our money, so I'm just gonna act like we've got nothing else we could do anyways. Our eloquence and imagination still need work, but everything else we have got the 2 stars, so that's worth something at least. I know I'm not talking to anybody else right now. Oh, can I sword surf? Oh, I totally can. Oh, that's right. It's R2 to run in this game. I've been hitting X because I've been playing Zenless Zone Zero, which you can say that's one of the most tragic sentences that's ever left my mouth. You're probably not wrong. All right. And here we are.
I've awaited you.
So you've all come. Fantastic. Well, how could you tell? I tried to keep that on the download. Lady Joanna's waiting inside. Let's go right in, if that's okay. Yes. All right. Please come this way then. Brother, I've already come. You just told me. This should take some time. Little bit of, I don't really know.
May I present Lady Joanna, Sanctoress and the ruler of this city.
She is... One ray of sunlight could kill her. Okay, yep, we'll still bow though.
These are the ones who have undertaken the request to subjugate Heisme.
Right.
I am Joanna, presiding lady of this city. On its behalf, you have my gratitude for traveling all the way from the royal capital.
Sorry, I just always get taken aback a little bit when they use lipstick colors, or maybe those are just her lips. I don't really know what kind of race of person she is. That aren't either red or like flesh colored, and I always like it. I think it looks really striking, so I don't know. It pops really well. I was surprised to see her portrait.
Lady Joanna refused to use taxes to pay for this, so she
Ah.
sold her own heirlooms and possessions to secure the funds.
And how did she get those heirlooms and possessions, might I ask? Because like in that case, I'm sure there's a bunch of other people out there who should just sell their heirlooms to get a castle,
clear
right?
You want only the best for your people, milady. So we'll give you our best in return.
If she's kidnapping kids,
I cannot claim any nobility above yours. Even as other aspirants to the throne quarrel and bicker, you've chosen instead to help the kingdom's people.
Yeah, we've got a little bit of a scheme we're cooking up, so don't worry about all that.
We don't deserve that much credit. After all, we're not helping for free.
Even so, please put an end to this tragedy.
I'm back. I fell asleep. You got narcolepsy. I hate to break it to you. We won't let you down.
Thank you.
I still think it's kind
In
of
truth,
sick.
I thought it foolish to decide a monarch by a simple vote of popularity. But perhaps there is something to it.
I thought it foolish to not just have it be a birthright of the people. Oh, did you now, queen of this area? Were you the one who was like, actually, I think that maybe birthright is good?
Here is my offer. If you get rid of the culprit, I will appeal to the people of this town to support you.
All in.
'Tis most kind, but can you truly afford that? Surely, as a church sanctoress, His Eminence Forden would expect your support.
Yeah, but like, let me ask you a question, Hulkenberg. What the hell did His Eminence do while she was here fucking saying my children are going missing, the kids are leaving, the animals are dying, the animals are leaving, it may just be you and me, but do you really need... Anyways.
Indeed. However, I would rather have a king who truly cares for his subjects.
Okay, never mind. I'm sorry for suspecting her for even half a second. I just think that it's most likely somebody here is the one who is actually kidnapping them, and maybe the ex-knight isn't as crazy as we think. Why do I think that's the case? If he's living amongst the sandworms, it's one of two things. He's either using the sandworms for his own personal protection, and if that's the case, well then of course, how would he even be able to kidnap any kids? He'd have to protect them from the sandworms while doing it. Or the second option, he's already dead and one of the people from this town dresses up like him to be like, well, there must have been him taking those kids. And who do I think? The one guy who doesn't trust us because I don't like him.
Yes, Lady Joanna.
But those are just guesses based off of almost nothing. It's just kind of a gut feeling.
Now, I must return to my duties. I shall await our next meeting.
Because I don't know, man. The guy on the right just looks like he'd take. It's like, yeah, it's fucked up profiling, and I shouldn't say it, but look at him over there. I see you up there, motherfucker.
We're counting on you.
All right.
'Twas a confident smile indeed, with a great deal of pain behind it.
Oh, the person who's been having her subjects who are under 10 years old go missing has a little bit of pain in her heart. We are pretty good. We're pretty good at reading emotions.
Truly, I hope we can help these people. She even promised us political support.
I really don't think we should even join Luis, honestly. I think there's a better way. We just kind of win by the popular vote.
Okay. Well, I mean, I can't help but wonder if she'll keep her word on that. It's quite a promise to make when she barely knows us.
Yeah, but like, we saw how trusting the other knight was, and if the other knight is more similar to her, I don't know.
Did something seem amiss?
Not in particular. Maybe it's just the gloominess of this place getting to me.
No, I kind of agree with Gallica.
We'll have to go out in sandworm territory to find him.
Correct.
The mere fact of his kidnappings suggests he's passing unseen by guards and sandworms alike. The question is, how?
Cloak of invisibility.
Let's ask around the city a bit first. Though I can't say we'll find many willing to talk with the streets this deserted. Maybe we'll have better luck around the taverns and shops.
So how do people in this town even keep the economy alive if everybody's just sitting inside and not spending any? Well, maybe they are going through the Great Depression, which is why she had to sell her heirlooms to buy her own mansion. I know, very sad. Try not to shed too many tears for her. You wouldn't believe she had to deny a lot of people care because of their pre-existing conditions. All right, it was tragic. Well, this guy's got something on his mind. Oi, you there? Can I talk to ye for a bit? Heard that you're gonna catch that Heisme for us. Now, I just want to give you my thanks. You see, my wife, she's one of the people who's gone missing. I don't know if I'll be any help with you, but please, if there's anything I can do, just say the word. Do you know about the giant sandworms? Ah, unfortunately, no, I don't know much about them, I'm afraid. Sorry, I can't be of help. You ought to ask around here, though. The shopkeepers might know more. Hey, man, I don't think you care about your wife. Really, that's Starestone Market, right? Let's try asking there for help. Wink. Okay, sure. We'll go there, see what kind of information we can get. Do I think it's going to be much? No, I highly doubt people are willing to talk about the disappearances of other people within their town. They've got a version of the stone here. It's got... So the 3 people who are protected right now are Luis, Forden, and the guy we fought whose name I can't exactly remember. But I don't know if it's only the top 3 candidates get protection, but it does appear they're the only ones whose faces I can make out on the rock. It's not every day that an Elder comes by. Oh, no, I meant no offense, as long as you buy something. Okay, so, like, if I'm not buying something, you're like, by the way, fuck you. 50 HP to all. Revives. 1 ally from KO at 50% health. I'm gonna buy... Ooh, wait, what is this? Oh, return to the entrance of a dungeon, and we already have some of them. Okay, never mind. Buy me, like, 10 medicine. Just in case for while we're in there, because we make the items we're using slightly stronger while we're the class that we are. I'm not gonna sell any of the swords just in case there's some kind of crafting system or anything like that. Bro, I've held this abacus for 10 seconds and it's lost so much value. It is now 1/20th of the value. It's 20%. It's gone. It's depreciated by 80%. My tribe doesn't matter. I suppose you're right. Besides, I'm grateful to you. It's slogged all the way here out in that massive runner. To think the kidnappers but this size man follows beyond the pale. I heard he can command illusions. Anything's possible. Got it. Commanding illusions. I understand. Gather intel. This is Starestone Market, so I should probably ask a couple more people around.
What?
Giant sandworm, why are you asking me? This is a fruit stand, you realize? You really think I have anything to do with a dangerous bug like that? Me, the fruit seller. Okay, yes, that's a fair take to have, but at the same time, if I lived surrounded by giant sandworms, I might know a little thing. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm afraid I'm all sold out of meat today. No, you aren't. What's the point of lying? I see it all behind you. Only that it's dangerous. When I go hunting, I give them wide berth. Oh, that's impressive. You go out there alone? Still, do you know someone who might know something? Let's see. How about you try asking that fella by the armor shop? He's quite a fondness for giant sandworm larvae. All right, off we go. Off we go. There we go. Got a little bit better there. They are complaining, probably saying my child's been stolen.
What is
you
it?
would know. Giant sandworm? We Meritarians love our edible grubs, but we're a bit indifferent to their inedible parents. Larvae is my personal favorite, but I know little about them before they make it to the kitchen. I can't recall any. Oh wait, hang on, I just thought of someone. There was a merchant yesterday at the tavern boasting he'd gotten real close to the sandworm's den. If that's true, it'd be quite the feat. Maybe he's still in town? That's some good info. Maybe this merchant's still nearby. Let's ask around through Thoroughfare Square. Man, I feel so dumb when I stutter over a word a couple times. It really does just stop the flow of everything. I completely understand why people stutter and go, I'm just gonna leave the call for tonight.
Hello there.
What's this, huh? You have some business with me or something? Were you the one at the tavern yesterday? We heard there was a merchant who got close to giant sandworms. Close to giant sandworms? Bloody hell, that's amazing. But you got the wrong guy. I've only just got to town. There's some rare weapons and armor to be found here. City's in a bad way right now, but it seems I'm not the only merchant who'd mind to stock up. Got it. So there's not just one merchant who could have gotten near the sandworm. Let's look around the square a bit more. Well, I was already going to when we... Oh, probably you. Inform man, you were at the tavern. What's your business with me? Well, we're looking for a merchant, one who had something to say about a giant sandworm. Oh, that guy from last night? Yeah, he was blathering so loud you heard him whether you wanted to or not. Know what he said? Why don't you ask him yourself? Heh, I know your next question, but where is he? This town's information, you see. I can tell you where the merchant is, among other things, but information isn't free. All right, I'll pay that. Fair. I knew you would now. A deal's a deal. It's the Ishkia in front of the fountain just there. Okay. Fuck me. I should have just, honestly, I should have just walked. Found him. Oh, my head. What is it? You got business with me? Is it true you got pretty close to the giant sandworms then? How'd you manage to do something like that and live to tell the tale? Right. To tell you the truth, I didn't get that close to it. I just found a giant sandworm husk. That was it. And then at the bar, I was excited and, wow, pretty drunk. Anyway, at some point, the story turned into waltzing right up to the sandworm and staring it down, and I regret that now.
No good.
Well, great. No one seems to have any information. It's almost sunset, too. Let's meet at the tavern for now. Go gather everyone else. All right. We love liars in this household.
Scrap. I suppose we knew it wouldn't be that simple.
Yeah, you can tell they're about to have an icon.
Terribly sorry,
there
but
it is.
I can't help you.
Eyes are somewhat similar to the songstress. Hair color is very similar to Grusha from Pokemon.
I'm just here on my leisure. You're better off finding the information you're looking for elsewhere.
How do you know what we're looking for? Wait, hold on. We're just gonna let him go? Yeah, 100%.
Hey, you lot. You seriously gonna hunt down Heisme?
Yes.
You're Barden's man.
Yeah, the guy with the attitude.
Okay, Gallica. We don't gotta do that. I like him. I liked him too. I liked him a lot.
Not sure I should tell you this, but here I am.
Okay.
There's actually a way to avoid the giant sandworms. You just gotta wait for the sand flash. It's a
Oh.
local event. A kind of storm, and the wind kicks up sand peppered with magic crystals. Not too uncommon a sight around here.
Okay, well, you know what? Never mind, Morris. I take it back. You're not
have a sand
taking
flash in
kids.
about 5 days. Seems to put most wild beasts to sleep. Might be some magic effect, or might just be waiting out the storm.
Okay, so 5 days.
Sandworms, eh? They'll nod off, and with proper timing, you'll sneak right past him. Heismay might well be using the same trick himself.
Well, okay, hold on, dumbasses. No offense to the people of this town, who I'm sure are very smart. If he has to wait for something called a sand flash to act, then on the nights of a sand flash, wouldn't you just have extra guards waiting for him to show up? Am I psychotic? I feel like that's the easiest solution of all time, and I'm no strategist. At all, except for when I play Marvel Rivals, then I lock in Mantis.
We're much obliged, but if you know all this, why haven't you and the guard gone out?
Yeah.
A guard unit stomping around would wake up the whole den.
Okay.
Very much like saying it, but us local lads wouldn't be much use against Heismay anyway.
Wow, you guys are that bad?
You think you can handle him? Aye? Wouldn't be here otherwise.
Correct. Absolutely.
Good. Then we're counting on you.
He might also be lying to us to try and kill me.
Can't have he's getting yourself killed now. Cap's reputation's on the line. And one more thing. You didn't get this info from me. Aye?
Why?
Understood. But why? You could have shared this with us at supper yesterday.
I bet that the other guy, the one who's slightly older, would have gone after him himself.
What? And got myself volunteered to go out there as your travel guide? No danger of that.
Okay, yeah, no, he just wants to be safe.
Anyway, I'm counting on you.
Okay, no, he's just a coward. I don't think he's a kid diddler. Good, good. That's awesome. Good for you, man. Sorry, Morris. That was a very heinous accusation I threw at you.
Solid falls into our laps, and we'll not even have to bother with the sandworms.
Yeah, no, I agree.
5 days till the sand flash hits. Let's make sure we can get this done quick. Looks like more than a day's trip.
More than a day's trip.
If it takes us one night to reach the giant sandworms' territory, and we aim to go when the storm has them all asleep, we should leave in 4 days' time.
It wasn't the hardest word problem of all time, but Hulkenberg solved it.
Let's go inform Nearest.
Yeah. I guarantee you he'll have it done by then.
Righto, straightforward enough. Long as we get in when the worms have all tucked in for a nap, we'll be just dandy.
This is another thing that maybe I'm just not supposed to think about, but according to him, if there was a whole entire guard unit stomping around, the sandworms would wake up regardless of the sandstorm going on. How are we going to take our runner that's the size of a skyscraper and thuds with every step into the sandworm nest?
Suppose I'd better crack on with the tune-ups then. Don't want the old girl failing on us when she'll be our only hope of egress. Eh?
I don't think that... I think they probably will wake up. But that's also probably going to be a narrative thing where we kill a giant sandworm and then we take its head. I think something just reacted. What is this?
Damned if I know. It was just in the blueprints from the royal family. Works rather like an igniter, but no idea what it does. Just don't go breaking...
Oh,
easy there. You all right, lad? Thought I saw something glowing. Then you came over all giddy, gave me a start.
For a moment, it was like the light was blinding.
Can't believe this thing reacted. Look, don't want you passing out on me, do I? Just consider it a little precaution for the trip.
Huh. Why would he not want us to figure out whatever it does if it's a giant igniter that reacts to me?
On, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
How come sometimes he's like, science is all that matters? I can't wait to see more science stuff happening. And then we see this and he's like, well, we better not, you know, see what this thing does. Anyways, get out of here. That probably means he knows what it does, right? Hi, Moore. It's been a while.
Your journey is going well, it seems.
Yeah, can't complain.
One by one, you take your steps forward on this road. A supernatural awakening, a call to adventure, legs to carry you.
Yeah, I got a little bit of
all
all
of
those.
these are coming together. Accordingly, new powers needed for the journey seem to have awakened.
You noticed all that. Oh, wait. The thing in the Gauntlet Runner?
About that thing inside the Gauntlet Runner?
He also said it was in the blueprints for the royal family as well. Yeah, which is... I don't know, maybe I'm giving him too much credit because we don't know him that well. But I feel like he'd figure out what it does if he was building it.
By my eyes report, there is one piece of equipment in the Gauntlet Runner that was created in ancient times. Something no longer crafted in this day and age. A divine relic.
Probably the very one we just saw.
Ancient magic once thought lost. The power of teleportation. With proper use,
fucking
its
fast
great
travel.
power will turn your gauntlet runner swifter than any
Oh,
beast or
fuck
transport
yes. So we can go back and then go hang out with her if we want. Good, good. Oh, thank God, man.
But you
I
seem
was
qualified to use this divine relic.
I was so worried that anytime I wanted to like go hang out with the shopkeeper, for example, if I wanted to go back and talk with her, that we'd have to take a 3-day journey back. But I was also thinking, well, I guess it makes sense thematically, but nah, we got fast travel, baby.
Perhaps you are guided by an unknown hand.
More, I feel like you are the unknown hand. You are a psychic specter who I come to every now and then, and you go, here, let me guide you forth, my child.
Try to imagine vivid, familiar scenery.
Okay. Sure. What if I wanted to go back to the hushed honeybee, for example?
What's going on here?
What's with all the yelling?
What? The royal capital? How? We were in Martira just last night.
Well, you know how it is.
Eurus? Surely you didn't drive us back here?
It was all just a dream. It was all in the head. Holy shit.
Mad? Don't you remember how many days the last trip took? You can't dash and roll pop over to the capital in a single night.
So then, can I just fast travel anywhere now? I wonder if this is the teleportation magic I was talking about. Oh, is it now?
What? So this is some magic you saw in a dream?
Yeah, you know how it is.
So
It
this
came to me.
teleportation, it can just whisk us all back to the royal capital in a flash. Even the gauntlet runner came along for the ride.
Well, I think I teleported that.
It certainly did. And there might be a reason for that.
The
Do
igniter.
you know something?
Yeah, it's the
She
giant
was
igniter.
custom made for the prince. When I wasn't there in the concept phase, when they gave me an odd gadget and said, make it work, I bloody well made it work.
Can you say the plugin name for... Here, I'll just do you one better. Give me 1 second. Okay. I believe... Yeah. There's the OBS project. He'll do me one by giving me his phone number. Yeah, call me tonight. Make sure it's after I'm done streaming and give me about 30 minutes to do a certain activity. And then I will be calling you up, hitting you up on my line. There is the OBS project plugin. That's the one made by Sora Yuki that I use. It's just a dual stream. You're able to set up multiple outputs to different ones. I use Twitch as my main one that when I click start stream, it sends it to. Then I also have a button to click start on to send to my YouTube. So that's how that one works. It's not as automatic as Restream, but I like it better because I'm actually setting everything else.
You saw it yourself, eh, my lad? That part all bound up in its heart.
Yup,
Last
the
night,
igniter.
We caught it glowing.
Uh-huh.
Damnedest thing. It only started glowing when you got close, eh? Maybe you were a trigger of some kind.
I mean, he is a scientist. Maybe I am.
Maybe I am.
I cannot say I've heard of teleportation, and yet... Surely there can be no explanation for this other than magic.
Correct, I would agree with that.
If we're back in the capital, that means we've got bigger problems.
If I teleported us once, I can do it again.
We're due back in Martira for the bounty. If it takes us days to get back, that's all our planning ruined.
I'm sure...
If we magicked ourselves over here, let's ballywell see if we can magic ourselves back, eh?
Well, don't say ballywell.
He makes it sound so easy.
But what do you think? Yeah.
We are.
Can I really use this teleportation magic? I'll just have to try. Sure. Can I go hang out with the merchant first, and then we can go teleport back at night? Oh, no. Okay, I just have to go down and use it. So it looks like it's not going to be something we can just do from the map at any point in time. We'll have to at least go back to the gauntlet runner. And then down here, we're able to use this one. Let me think of a place we've already been to. So it only lets you teleport to the big places. Okay. Do I walk in? Bro, do not put your head in there. That's the damn zapping device. I'll focus on Martira as our destination. I mean, this just looks like it's about to pop my head.
That really is the key to triggering it.
It is about to be like a grape.
Hey, are you sure this is safe?
How would I be?
All we can do is trust him.
As you shall. Now they put me in the jigsaw trap, man. That shit was heinous.
It's Martira. They really are back.
All right.
I can't believe it. It feels just like when the king's magic caused that spectacle in the capital.
Oh, you noticed that I got kingly magic on me? I wonder what that could possibly mean for the future of the game or the narrative.
It's not powerful by virtue of being connected to the king or to the lad. Maybe it's that all magic is supposed to have potential of this magnitude.
But but somehow maybe the igniters stifle it or something like that.
You've all got some powers that defy understanding too, eh? Gives one the sense that those sanctists preaching about needing igniters are wrong or lying outright.
Right, I would agree.
When you say it like that.
100% I agree.
Speaking of sanctism, well, not like this. A tool full of this kind of practical, unorthodox magic is against all their teachings. Why would the royals have had it?
Because, bro, you don't understand. The rules are for the commoners.
Hold a moment. With this, if that's so, we may not even need a gauntlet runner at all.
Well.
What? You mean we could just magic snap ourselves to Brylehaven? Just like that?
I've never been there.
Go on, try it out.
Okay, you're gonna make me do it? I have no clue what Brylehaven's like. I wish I could imagine it, but we've never been.
We can't go somewhere we've never been before. Anywhere else you've been? How about Montario?
No. Commoners don't usually visit the 3 great cities.
Yeah.
It would seem this power of travel is somewhat conditional. Best that we define its boundaries now.
Best that the game sets up the rules for how this will work
in
now.
The end, the only places we can teleport to are the cities we've actually been to.
Makes sense
Well,
for
thank you
balance
very
reasons.
much. Almost had me out of a job there, lad.
Sounds like you've got to envision the destination in great detail for it to work. We'll need more than a glance out a window or a passing familiarity.
Well, I was in this town for only one night where I slept once. No, it was my second night there. And I was able to picture it vividly enough, so.
And you have to focus for it too. Seems to take you a moment, which means it won't save us in a fight.
Correct.
Not as convenient as it sounds, huh?
It's definitely
How
very
so?
convenient.
Now we can return to the royal capital anytime we need to restock. 'Tis useful enough as is.
Yeah.
And the more places we travel, the more we can return to.
Yeah, no, I feel like Hulkenberg, what's up with these other goobers not trying to lift me up in a moment like this? I've got the ability to teleport our entire party and they're like, could be better.
You're right. And now we can drop by to see Maria whenever we like. Put like that, it really is something impressive.
I guess we should go back and see her because we have the drawing
Even
for her.
if we've no idea where it comes from.
It will prove useful,
Our
yes.
next foe is a bounty. And we
Yep, we've got 3 days to go. Yes. All of this I'm aware of. From when they set it up. Capture Heimdall, you must be well prepared. Grow stronger by accepting requests around town, such as the Martira Recruitment Center. Now that your mission has begun, your base of operations has changed to Martira. Each time a new operation begins, the town you stay in will become your new base. Your departure date is July 2nd. Try to be well prepared for it. Going to other cities, you can press R1. Teleporting does not pass time, so feel free to return to only 3 days remain. We're up against a strong opponent. Got it. Okay. And now I'm free. We've got a side quest here from a gloomy youth. I cannot believe I'm going to lose my job over something that's not my fault. I don't know what's wrong, but it looks serious. What's wrong? Aren't you the mercenaries who are here to hunt down Heisme? You came here in that giant gauntlet runner. As far as your runner goes, can you spare a moment? Our town used to keep a great number of carrier pigeons so that we could maintain communication with other cities, but they were all requisitioned by officials from the capital. Seems they're going to need them for the tournament or some such, but we rely on those pigeons for trading medicine and foodstuffs, so their loss threatens our very way of living. That's why we desperately need a practical pigeon parcel from Comero by July 11th.
Oh, what'll I do?
But no one wants to go out with the kidnapper about. I've got no volunteers. In addition, there's no end to the beast they need to go through. And since I was the pigeon's caretaker, there's a good chance I can keep my job if this thing continues. This happens, I might as well lie down in a gutter and die like a dog. But that's where you and that gauntlet runner of yours come in. Please save my job. Of course, how about let's see. Is 7,500 Reeve? Fine.
I'd so love your
Thank you
help.
kindly. In that case, I'd like you to buy 1 practical pigeon parcel for me. Here, let me show you how to get to Camaro. The merchants in Camaro have other rare goods besides eggs too. I'm sure you'll find plenty of things there useful for your travel.
Let's give it a shot.
13 days left till this one closes, and so until then, I don't really need to care about it too much. It's gonna be...
Whoa.
So this is Camaro. This is the villagers talking about. Remember the story of the old man and the relic? We can ask the villagers where the old man went. Okay, sick. So we definitely want to go here. So what did most people do? Is it just travel to Camaros? Spend time with question mark, question mark, question mark. Spend time with Maria. Spend time fought Goddard. You can, what the fuck, from Jimmy Neutron? He's in this? Any bounties with everything? What? Okay, yeah. Bounty targets. So there's the one we're doing right now, and then there's also this one, which is the informant, would have more details about it. Aside from that, he's a Go-born king, the forest champion. If we remember what we do about Go-borns, which I don't 100%, but there's some... I don't remember it 100%. Whatever. Can I just open up this? No, that's how that works. Okay. I think that we probably start by heading over to the other town. It shouldn't take a full day now that we have a gauntlet runner. I'd hope, but I've unfortunately been wrong before, and I may be wrong again at some point. Should be down here for our gauntlet runner. Yes. Okay. Check the round table, and we will embark to Comemos so we can try to get Norris as our companion. Route map. Can I take us?
Now then.
How far do I run her? Let's go here. Let's play. There's a nice reward involved. We can get there by midday. Let's go. So this will still take a day of time. That's fine. Hopefully we're allowed to hang out on the runner as we're traveling there. No. Okay, fuck me, I guess. Oh, we're good. I hear a voice. I am stagnating. I need to train. Hulkenberg comes to mind. Maybe I should go talk with her. I mean, like, I agree. Where the hell is she?
All right, then.
Hulkenberg, please. Wait, actually, where? Oh, they're both just out on the deck. Sure, fair enough. Both of them seem to have some kind of level up of sorts. But I'll chill with Hulkenberg. What will we do today? Whatever the specifics, it would be prudent to use our time in improving our chances and building our strength. Okay, if an ally wishes to speak with you on the road, do try to make time for them. And we made a promise to train together, hadn't we? The deck of the runner seems spacious enough. I should think our swings safe from any harm doing in the open air. Please, let's start this one. Commendable enthusiasm. Let us send for Stroll as well. Never harm in sharpening our skills, I say. Look at that, it's like we're a group of 3 people who are friends. A great fundamental of swordplay, oft overlooked, is docking. Oh, sorry, is finding the reflect upon yourself. Both of you have faced life or death combat. I imagine you have some grasp of your greatest strength by now. I'm gonna stay versatile. My greatest strength is I'll give any tactic a try. Commendable skill, confidence to match. Very well, let us begin training with a warm-up. First, show me your beast walk.
Halt.
Come now, don't stand there, let's see your beast walk. A beast walk? Being what exactly?
At the ready.
You walk on both hands and feet, of course, like a beast. Now begin. That one I haven't had to really, fuck yeah. Oh, dude, crab walking would be way more intimidating. Free your mind of distracting thoughts, Stroll. Ignore your limbs crying out for reprieve. The pain is making them stronger. Is it, though? I don't think it would hurt that bad. It would be best to continue this into tomorrow, if only to correct that shameful form of yours. But we must move on. Now the horned lizard stance. Look, she's got to do it, too. Hardly fair. She's subjecting us to more of this. Is she trying to kill us? Stroll, your breathing is erratic. Center yourself. Find calm, and you will find you can bear even boulders as if they were pebbles. I'm happy that I'm just getting to sit here. It's probably because she sees the. All right. My man is laid out. That's how he's gonna be by the time the main character's done with him. Anyway, now to swordplay proper. Is this your first time using a sparring sword? If you can land a single blow on me, I will concede. You needn't worry. There is no blade on the sword. We'll continue until you manage it. All right. How many hours later? The ferocious strikes broke our sparring swords.
Very well.
Not ideal. Oh well, we shall make do. Wait, hold on. Your foe will never wait when asked. You should be giving your utmost effort, even in training.
Ready.
Come, Slices. Do you care for nothing more than the success of our mission? Or do you care nothing for the success of our mission? Push me harder.
Come on, then.
Yes, push me harder. Well, commendable vigor, Slices. Perhaps you do have what it takes. Cool your head, Hulkenberg. You hurt yourself in training, that solves nothing. You'll keel over before you can manage any real fighting.
Sorry.
Yes, you're right, I apologize. That was kind of getting hyped up. I was about to like do a front flip off the runner if they kept going, man. Not like I don't understand your passion, but you could afford to go a little easier on us. Was the training excessive? 'Twas a rigorous regimen. Rodanth and I once shared. Ah, Rodanth, being the man we met at the capital the other day. Once my peer, now a commander of the Royal Knights. His words linger in me. I can't seem to shake them. I have no clinging attachments to my previous position or my status as a knight. I left that post to pursue my own mission. Pride of my station be damned. Yet for all my searching, I never once found the prince. For long seasons I wandered, aimless and leisureless.
But
he calls me fallen, and how can I blame him? How can I deny it? I guess this isn't like you. I can also say that's not true, but I don't know if she wants. I'll say that's not true. But you aren't fallen, not now anyway. Maybe so. But if I cannot believe that without your words to support me, I still have a long ways to go. See, my motherfucker, I was right. I shouldn't have said that one. When I left the capital, I did so with the sole purpose of helping the prince. But at times, I can't help but think, perhaps I could have done more if I'd remained there as a knight. Perhaps there may have been a better path. But let us speak no more of what-ifs. I've no intention of changing my path now. Together, we shall move forward for the prince. I can sense Hulkenberg's knightly resolve and deep trust. What? Question mark? The steadfast vassal? Yeah. No, this is just surprise, surprise. You ranked up. Rank 3, meaning I do have the knight evolution. The party can now study the magic knight. You can't read that, so trust me. Just really trust me on this one. And there will be 2 variants for the knight to end on, as we can see there. The magic knight in academia. Try seeing what new powers await you. I don't think we can yet because nobody's level 20 on the knight. Let us end our training here for now and buy replacements when we can. Say, Slice, are you feeling hungry after our efforts? Here, take one of these, a dried caterpillar. Rich in vital nutrients. Perfect for post-training cooldown. Don't let labels like insect dissuade you, Yeah, nah, she's just a bug freak. She would sit right there with Timon and Pumbaa. She'd understand. Doing our best to negotiate around the proffered? Why couldn't you say just offered caterpillars? Isn't it the exact same thing? What does proffered do? We return to the others. 700 mag has been attained. We'll take it.
The party at last
arrives. Yep. All right, we are now here. I understand. Oh. It is a small village. It's got a cozy vibe to it, though. This is the place, just more barren than I imagine the kind of village one would visit in most dire circumstances, I'm sure. Okay, that's so rude for no reason. The air is clean and there's no sign they've been attacked by humans. Really, what more can you ask for? In fact, gazing out at all this green, I find such peace I can hardly think of raising my sword again. Stroll, please. Hey, guess what? I found the village shop. By the way, do you want to ask about the old inventor? Why didn't Norris leave the runner then? Shouldn't this be a happy reunion? Who knows, though I thought I heard him say the old goat's probably dead or something like that. Is there an old inventor living? An inventor? Hold on. You don't mean that Ishkia codger with the bad leg? Well, I'll be damned. Never thought anyone would actually show up. I'm sorry to say, passed away not too long ago. Quite suddenly. But you knew him, did you? If so, here, this is for you. Glass ornament. What is this? An igniter? I've never seen such a shape. Couldn't tell you. Haven't the foggiest what happens in Adventure's head. He just told me to give this to anyone who came asking about him. Heard he used to be famous in the royal capital, but he developed a fondness for this place and our sky burial ritual. Oh, let me give you this too. It's just like, this is the balloon we used to bury it in the air. And the blaze is this? I can't make out a single word. Where's a language like this come from? No clue. Maybe Norris knows. Either way, we'll tell him what we learned. Wait, I also needed the pigeon. After I handed him what I got at the village, Norris fell silent in the inspection.
He's been like that for a while now. Wonder if he's all right.
Yeah, no, it's just a relic. He didn't think he'd ever see it again.
I knew it! This thing's the genuine article, a real bona fide lost relic in my hands.
What can I say? I'm the best ever do it.
Some sort of power affecting the air around it. Trace amounts only. Something, a reaction. A reaction entirely unlike Magla, by God.
Okay.
Absolutely smashing! Beyond my wildest hopes. No bloody idea how to use the thing, but if I can just adapt this conduit here. Can't forget a masterpiece like this.
Just like put the social link in the bag. I understand where this is going.
I say, lad, did you find this for my sake?
Yeah, we wanted to
I
help.
wanted to help you out, Nurse.
Why, I'm barely well touched. It positively jokes a man up. You may be just a lad, but you have the heart of a saint.
Yeah, you know, you're kind of like chauffeuring us for free.
Seems silly to ask, but he's long gone, isn't he?
And not long gone.
I'm sorry.
Well, okay, he's like, from what we could understand, maybe a year gone.
So. You can fight the years, but you can't beat them. He made good on his promise, though, eh? It's in my hands now, old man.
Oh, did he? Maybe he promised that he would have it?
What's that?
I don't know.
Something from the village. It's written with some letters we can't understand.
Watch, it's just like cursive.
Ah, a cipher. Mirror letters. See here? It's a script I use myself when I don't want any snoop stealing my inventions.
Did you learn it from him?
I think of it.
Yeah.
He's the one who taught me even that.
That's what I figured.
Thanks, old man. I owe you a great deal. Thank you.
Quest clear. Hero's incense has been acquired. That's gotta be it.
No. This is research on the lost relics. Looks like the old fellow was hunting for others.
So Norris is probably going to be the way we move forward. His social link / plot thing, all that is finding more relics and giving them
different
to him.
cipher here. He tried to guess at locations too. Looks like his chase ended when he lacked the means to follow his findings.
Okay.
Say, I've a grander favor to ask.
Yeah, that's what I
Can't you
figured.
check around for more of these lost relics?
Yeah.
Looks like the old man worked out a few other locations.
Sure. 7 are noted down.
Got to see them all with my own eyes. A quick stopover or two in our travels should be all it takes, so...
Leave it to me.
Leave it to me.
Appreciated.
And
We're
now...
on this journey together, what?
And now with this, we're going to shake hands, right? I can feel Nurse's passion for relics as well as his faith in me. And here it is. It's your fate is sealed. We're now gonna get another archetype we can play. All right, Gunner.
Within him dwells the virtue of the gunner.
Someone's got to play Gunner. I don't know how much I'm gonna like Gunner. I like guns normally as like a kind of idea in terms of like for games. The gun fantasy is normally one I enjoy, but I don't know how much I'm gonna enjoy it in a fantasy-based RPG.
Nurture thy bond with him, and a new power yet slumbering within thee may awaken.
Now, what could be really cool is if the gunner's about like chaining together, like a gunner shot. If there was a passive where a gunner shot will only take half of the gem away, but gunners have to reload when they're shooting or something like that. That could be a cool idea, and I'd probably be down to play with that if it's something like that. That's just my idea when I hear gunner. We'll see what it does. The party can now study the gunner. Gunner can evolve twice, so it's got longevity to it. Merchant can only evolve once, but look, it's still my goat. So let's see it. The gunner in academia. Try seeing what new powers await you. Okay, not gonna give me any kind of hangover on what it could be. I'm probably gonna give that one.
Take a few stopovers, but do you even know where they are?
No, don't worry about that.
They're scattered all about, Michael. If we could crack the cipher, that'd narrow down our search range a tad.
I wonder if that's gonna be what this one is. He'll tell us when he's cracked a cipher, then we teleport somewhere and take a day to go there, and that's that.
Here. If I can crack any of the codes, I'll make a
All right. I hope they are in real spots we've gone to, like in dungeons that you have to go find.
Hey, I was thinking this back at the village, but I think I might be able to detect this relic with my powers.
Okay.
I'll know if I'm close to it. When you want to hunt for relics, can you let me know?
Oh shit, that's actually kind of fun. I'm looking forward. I like combing the areas. We'll inform you she's detected a relic when you're at the entrance of a dungeon. Make sure you keep an eye out for it when you're exploring inside.
You too.
All right. More collectibles I'm always down for because I love scouring every single corner of a dungeon I'm in when normally I don't get many rewards for it. So I'm down to have more rewards. Please let me still get the pigeon thing here. It's as calm as ever in this peaceful village. That's its charm, isn't it? Let's stop by the shop since we're here already. By the way, weren't you asked to buy a practical pigeon? Oh, use while bathing to increase agility by 2. Okay, I mean, like, I think that's probably worth yoinking. We definitely buy one of these. And then what else we have for these? Prevents rage, prevents paralysis, strength +3. Strength +3 is not bad at all. Magic plus, that's not bad at all either. Agility plus I think is probably the worst of them, but still. Let's continue our trip.
Now then.
How far do I run her? Can I? Let's go back to base. No, we'll just continue our trip and carry it back over.
Now then.
Over here. Shall we return? It'll be night when we get there. Return. So there's still 3 days. Oh, we can just teleport. Cool. I'll take it. Will it be night and I'm allowed to do anything, or is it just night? You can travel safely between towns at night using teleportation magic. Don't forget to keep an ear out for your followers' voices. Even on days you return from a trip, you still have free time for activities at night as long as you haven't gone into a dungeon that day. Back to the tavern. Is it going to be... Ooh, I wonder if he'll come again. If he does, absolutely we'll go talk with her. Are you kidding me?
All right then.
That's my favorite right there. That's my goat. But first, I do want to go into the Gauntlet Runner because I know more is in the Gauntlet Runner, and I want to check out what the Gunner class does. So it's just the easiest way I can think of to get to more. I'm sure he was somewhere else also, but like, if it ain't, if I know where he is, I'm gonna do it. Go to Academia. I think Gunner we put on Hulkenberg for now, because I can't imagine who else I really want it on. Study archetypes, Hulkenberg. I mean, let's check out his design too more closely. Okay, it's a really fun design, and it's more like a cannoneer than a gunner, which I do like also. So, archetype explanation. The origin gunner archetype. Despite attacking from the back row, the gunner can inflict both long-range pierce attacks and status ailments upon enemies at no penalty. Conversely, its endurance growth and defense are poor. So actually no, because Hulkenberg I think I actually want to have back on. No, because Mage needs to be rank 10 to get the Magic Knight. So we'll keep leveling up her Mage for now, but then she's going to go back to being Knight. So in the meantime, Stroll, who if I wanted you to be this one, it would just be Warrior level 20. Yeah. Sorry, I dropped him off Warrior a while ago. Stroll will be our gunner then. I know it's not as fun because it doesn't have the red.
Fascinating.
But
this right here, all right.
I think I like it. I don't really have a frontliner right now, which means I should put what's her name back on the team. I should put Hulkenberg back as Knight because Stroll's now going to be in the background. Yeah. So it's the Gunner's Soul.
A new ability.
Oh, it uses crossbows. Okay, I guess that makes sense. Skill inheritance, you'll have a couple skills you've already learned that I don't have to spend anything on. Heat up, physical attacks are stronger, or crit rates higher. I like both of these. We'll just go physical attacks are higher. For me, I'm still on Merchant. Merchant just has almighty attacks, which means there's no reason for me not to just keep on light dodge because light's one of his weaknesses. And then we're all good. I think he finished the study and gunner for me. I could stand, oh wait, was that all? Wow, I just needed someone to be a gunner. Dude, that was so easy. Imagination goes up? No, it takes a lot. Well, he's pretty good, isn't he? So he is. Thanks to him, my thoughts are finally in order. While researching, I looked into where this place might truly be. But I suspect we must also consider why it was that the king was imprisoning me here in the first place. Most likely it was because my archetype research was nearing a truth that the king prefer remain buried. An intriguing theory. That's an intriguing theory. Archetypes were forbidden by Sanctism to begin with. It's a mighty power after all. I'm sure they saw it as a threat, and rightly so, especially if wielded freely by the people. Even now, research on it is forbidden. Presumably, the king reasoned that if he locked me up here, I could contribute no more. So I continued my research day after day, with no results to show for it, stuck in this place, continuing on in circles, just as he designed. Spoke of it nonchalantly now, but in truth, those days were some of the hardest I've known. How can a man endure such failure and solitude and remain sane?
But...
However, through my fantasy novel, I found a connection to you. You, who share my dearest ideals. I doubt the king could have expected such a twist as this. The wheels of fate have slowly begun to turn.
It's conceivable.
Only when my research on archetypes on transformation magic is complete and immaculate, only then might I escape the king's curse and leave this place. I'll help you.
Oh.
The longer I dwell in this lonely place, the more your words of support touch my heart.
Regards.
I will count on you as before, as comrade in vision and ambition. I can feel Moore's deep gratitude and trust. So this should be rank 3, I think?
No.
Oh yeah, the Seeker. That's right. He did give me Seeker. Yeah, that's rank 3 Seeker. Now we can become the Magical Seeker. I'd be the closest one to being able to become it, but I don't even think I would. This foreign thing, joy. That courses study the heroic of the merchant, the growth of the heroic. Don't worry.
This one's important.
This can be completed by anyone. The merchant will be rank 15 minimum. Oh, I'm growing the merchant, baby. Don't you worry. I wonder if being the correct archetype makes you grow closer to somebody like in Persona using the other one does. We'll figure that out pretty simply. See, I didn't even have to go to more. I totally forgot about that. If you're wondering why I didn't have to go to more, hold on. I forgot that I'm just able to do this and then open up archetypes and I can learn from anywhere. See? Now I've got Magic Seeker, which all I need is this one. Can I check the details on him? His outfit I kind of like. I don't know. It's very like Robin Hood / Plague Doctor too. I like it a lot. I guess 3 Musketeers also works. When, okay. Makes support attacks from your comrades happen more easily in Overworld. That's not a good hero passive. I'm not gonna lie. I do think this one's a goated hero passive. Chance of winning a small sum of money each time an enemy is stunned or defeated in overworld combat. That's awesome. This one is chance to reflect an enemy's attack. We sleep. Being hit by an enemy attack in the overworld will not trigger battle with enemy advantage. That one's okay, but like you can just not get hit. Strong enemies are stunned more easily. Nah. This one is crazy. Recovers HP each time a support attack lands in overworld combat. That one's crazy. This is the strongest one by far, recovering MP. I mean, I use it just for that sometimes, which is recover. And okay, so we're gonna be able to level that one up at some point. Yours is recovers HP each time an enemy is stunned. It's okay, but since I don't use my HP to play them, only usable from back row. Is that how all of these are? Only usable from back row? Okay. So then when we go to party, Stroll, you are now a back row. Hulkenberg, you are also back row, leaving just me up front. Probably not the best team comp of all time. I can definitely see where it's lacking a little bit.
Let's go.
But whatever, man. It's fine. Let's go hang out with Brigitte. She should be right over here. And then we've got 3 days until the hunt begins. Okay. We'll probably finish that up for today. Just getting to where the hunt is and now and then starting the hunt next time. Didn't you leave Grand Trad? Well, no matter. I'll not begrudge you your secrets. Have you come to work? Of course.
Now then.
Here's the leash. Today's job is to walk it. To walk it like I talk it. It's been itching to get out lately. Keeps making a fuss. Walking around the capital so it quiets down and gets the energy out of his system. Can't be seen coming in and out of here. If you've no questions, then get to it. How do you want me to bring a dog out of your store without being seen? Without anyone seeing him walk around the capital. Never mind, I'm the best ever to it. Simple as, simple as. Grawr, indeed. Seems I've taken a liking to you. I can hear it from downstairs. Don't get too excited. This on you too, dog. A simple walk shouldn't be enough for you to let your guard down. It's proof she's smart.
Listen.
But she's such a smart girl. I trusted you unconditionally. Sight, unseen, and you think that makes it smart? Sure, whatever you say.
Hopeless.
I've never liked this thing ever since the first time I laid eyes on it. It was on the side of the road, buried from the neck down. Head was bleeding. the fuck?
It's
And you
over.
hate him? Could have given up and died, but it looked into my eyes and whimpered. I hated the sight of it. This poor little dog? You didn't feel drawn to it at all?
In those days.
I was once a stray myself. My earliest memories of fighting a dog over a scrap of meat covered in dirt and getting bitten for my trouble. Wherever I went, I found only hunger and violence. So I robbed and stole anything and everything. I fought and I survived. I pulled myself up by my bootstraps.
Hell.
It was hell. I can't imagine.
Really?
I never guessed to see who you are now. What am I doing talking to a child about this?
Just a fantasy.
Just like that dog, I let my guard down like a fool. Never mind, forget I said anything. Understood?
Yes.
Good. And while we're on the subject, a word of advice.
Listen.
The world is a bottomless hell, a dog of endless muck. Or sorry, a bog. Sorry, we've been talking a lot about a dog. So and if you trust another person to keep you afloat in it, you'll feel the sludge close over your head
Don't
soon
ever
enough.
forget that.
To survive, you need the strength to make your way through that muck. Don't even get me started on Grime or his pre-evolution. Nobody can do it for you, and indeed, nobody else should. You need your own strength. And I'd say that's well within your powers.
Therefore,
in addition, I'd like to provide you one other reward. Sure you're aware that there's a man in town tasked with exchanging mag obtained from hunting monsters and the like. I'll put in a word with them so they're more flexible with you, not just here in Grand Trad, but across the kingdom. Consider Brigadia's attempt at kindness and trust. Okay, I thought it was more than just an attempt, honestly. I don't think you gotta fucking...
No pain can stop
Merchant's rate improves the exchange rate at the mag exchange and increases skill inheritance slots for the merchant lineage to 2. That is huge. That is huge.
Even then.
I shouldn't be the only one talking. You owe me some secrets of yours, after all. So what does the throne mean to you, really? What are your true motives? What are you aiming for? To help people like you, but like to improve the country, to make my mark? It's not to make my mark, man. It really is to improve the country. I want to better this country. Your true motives, I said. Though, well, I suppose it's not impossible. You really do mean that. I can't tell what you're thinking at all, but I'll expose your true nature eventually. Brigitte, we can expose way more than just our true natures to each other, just so you're aware. That's all for today. Come by again when you can. I'm sure the dog will be delighted to see you. All right, dude, I like Brigitte a lot. We got money, we got $5,000, that's huge. I need that to use my skill on the merchant, so.
Time marches on,
and the age of a new king draws nearer. As it does, as it does. The age of a new king must be quite the artist, because it is drawing nearer over and over, man. So these sand flashes, do you think we can really rely on something as unknowable as the movements of the wind? It would seem so. According to the fortune teller, the signs continue to appear just as expected. Good, no changes to our plan then. Let's prepare as best as we can. All right, big meeting, I didn't say a word. I was playing Flappy Bird on my phone. It's Idles Day, which means the stores have plenty of bargains. Son of a bitch, I should have waited for the bargain to buy that thing for $55,000. I wonder how Mister is doing, but I can't ask Miss Fabienne. Maria comes to mind. Maybe I should go talk with her. Yeah, why not? What else are we up to? Oh, wait, hold on. In the meantime, this one probably won't complete it. So we can do that. Is that the practical pigeon parcel? These are for you. Thank goodness I put in an incubator right away. A magic igniter, I'll have them ready to hatch in a snap. Our requisitioned pigeons are being used in relay news about the tournament. I can't tell you how much of a pain in the arse it's been for our city. He said arse, dude. That's how they get around the swears, because arse doesn't count as a swear, because what the fuck does that mean? If we've got a new king, I hope there'll at least be somebody who can put a stop to these pushy nobles ruining our lives over their whims. Well, for the time being, these eggs should take care of our needs and then some. I really must thank you. Do I just get a little bit of money for that? We also got invincible noodles. Okay. Look, here's the thing, right? Dude.
Amazing.
Like 100 people were fine with that. Okay, okay. But like,
all right then.
Why were 100 people happy with that? We helped one guy get a pigeon and everyone was like, yep, he's ready to be king. I know who that is. Excuse you.
Oh, my apologies. You're right there. That's a relief. Well, I'll be off now.
Okay, he pickpocketed us. He definitely pickpocketed us. If it isn't that, if it If that isn't in a, oh my God, dude, I've been reading too much dialogue for the past 2.5 hours. I don't know how to read anymore, man. Fuck English. I'm done with this language. We're playing in French next time I start up the stream. Something's got to change, and it's not gonna be me. Anyways, this guy just pickpocketed us 100%, and this guy's about to point out that we got pickpocketed.
You sure you want to let that fellow go? He nicked something of yours just now when he bumped into you.
I love this guy. Oh my God, Gallica's gone.
No.
Oh, never mind.
Grius's dagger is missing.
It appears Grius's memento was stolen.
Let's chase after him.
Love the dude for just sitting on a box. Poor Maria, she's not gonna get hung out with at all.
I don't see him anywhere. Jeez, how'd he disappear so fast?
Okay. So, is this guy gonna help us now? I'd hope. Where can we find a clue of the man who took it? Let's try asking the guy who told us it was stolen.
Come on.
Hey, you, that guy who stole our dagger, and I idea where he went? I may not. I have no reason to give you that information. All right, how much, buddy? Do you want me to get on my hands and knees? Because I'll tell you right now, all right? I earned my $5. That's true, but I mean, that dagger's really important to us. Is it? Well, you'll have no excuse if you'll have to excuse me if I don't go lending a hand to everyone who puts one out. Oh, come on, not even a hint? This man seems to know something. How can I get us? Consider it a kingly investment. My imagination isn't high enough. If my imagination were inspired... Okay, got it. Once we have a higher imagination, we'll be all good. Who the fuck are you? Fortune telling, they can forecast the region's weather for the next 2 days. Oh. Nah, not right now.
Pop by again.
We don't really need to care about the weather at all. So we do need to get our imagination up. And we're very close to having it good enough. If I open this, you'll see. Our imagination is so close there on the far right, man. I've been trying to get it up, but it's so hard without those little blue pills. I just can't seem to get it up otherwise. Anyways, let's go chill with Maria for today. Since I don't have the imagination required anyways, I figured this is a good use of our time during the day. Should be in the Hushed Honeybee. So if she's there, I got Maria drawing. I should ask Falbian where she is. What are you doing? Aren't you supposed to be traveling right now? Or did your plan... It's okay, as long as you're safe and sound. There's a reason I'm here. What do you mean by that? Probably fine to tell Fabian and Maria the truth. What? You can return to Grand Trad in an instant? Your gauntlet runner is extra special? What does that mean? Yo, my character really does have low eloquence. That's gotta be the worst way to explain it. Fabian, I'm special. I can come back at any time. Just for you. Well, you don't seem particularly defeated mood, so I suppose I've got no reason not to believe you. And I assume that means you'll be showing your faces around here more often? Thank goodness. Maria, well, she's holed herself up in her room. If only we could take her mind off things. You have pictures from your trip to give Maria? That's kind of you. I'm sure she'll be thrilled. Fetch her from her room. Would you mind keeping an eye on her? You just gotta imagine some dragons. Imagine those across your face. Imagine dragging these. Me when I imagine sorry, the punchline's coming, guys. Got caught up in transit, unfortunately. I'll tell her about how your traveling magic works. Well, I can tell her. I gave it to Maria and she really lit up, so thank you.
We did it.
All right. Still not sure popping up to show her pictures is the wisest idea. She puts on a brave face, but she's still not past it yet. I mean, you're in the middle of your journey, aren't you? I want to make Maria smile again. With my overflowing tolerance, I was able to convey how dedicated I am to Maria and helping her loneliness. Yes! Well, you really have kept her in your thoughts, haven't you? Then maybe you are doing her a favor. Go spend some quality time with Maria. I'm sure she'd enjoy hearing about it. All right.
Thank you.
Will you come with me then? Absolutely. Say so much less.
And so...
She'd been so down for so long. Not that I expect her to be a giggling ball of energy after all that's happened, but she seems to feel the need to put on a brave face. Even to you? Even when she's with you? I wouldn't be here fretting over her otherwise. I'm not gonna lie, this is on me. I'm very cooked for reading this. At first I thought it said frauding and I was like, what the fuck? But then I realized that was the mind seeing. Look, there are many who see Grius as a hero who tried to take down a tyrant, but the city has its fair share of Luis supporters. Wonder what would happen if more people found out Maria is his daughter. So I sat her down, very clearly explained to her to keep her relationship secret, and she promised. But now she's acting like nothing's wrong. The poor girl can't talk to anyone about her feelings. My heart aches for her. And you kind of broke off that relationship by being too blunt with her, I won't lie. And that's where you come in. I wanted to ask a favor of you. I think the inn suffocates her. Would you mind taking her somewhere? Even if all you can do is lend her an ear, I'm sure she would appreciate it. That's all? That's all I have to do? Should be enough. It has to be.
You're a big help.
Thank you for doing this favor. I'll fetch Maria then. She probably heard us talking right out of her door. I don't think we were using a hushed voice or anything. It's been such a long time since I went for a walk. Thank you for coming today, mister. Hey. Oh, I remember this place. When we first came to the capital, I fell down here. I couldn't see anything because it was really dark. And then Papa, he just patted me on the head and said, "You okay?" Hey, mister. Well, you know, you didn't have to bring up your dead dad, by the way. We were having a really good time until you brought that one up. Sucks that Father's Day is tomorrow morning. You can tell me. Don't worry, you can tell me anything. Oh, it's just, never mind. I mean, there's something, a whole lot of somethings, but I'm just not sure which one to ask first. I heard that would-be assassin used to live around here. You mean the madman who tried to kill Luis? It's not a good time, guys. The two of you I will kill in cold blood. Just so we're clear. Yeah, him. Can you believe some washed-up mercenary thought he'd be able to take out Luis? He would have if not for the king intervening, you dumb shits. Anyways, maybe he went mad from hunger. The last thing we need is more guardsmen prowling about because of him. Do I tell them off? Because, like, I feel like it's probably not in my best interest to actually tell them off, because then they'll just hate Maria's dad even more, and that's kind of the last thing that she wants is people hating her father, I think. But I'm not 100% sure. Because I'm going back and forth, right? Because on the one hand, I don't have a good read on her because she's just a child who's very agreeable, due to the fact that she's a child and her mind is like a little bit of Play-Doh. So I have no clue. I don't know. Maybe it doesn't even matter. Okay. Let's think. I don't know. Let's keep walking. Why don't we keep walking?
Yeah.
Okay. She hated that one. Tell me stories about your journeys. The ones about places outside of Grand Trad. I think it was probably for the best to keep walking because I don't think she would have felt good at all otherwise. But maybe I'm wrong. Now this right here, that's art. Oh, it's the freak. Hey, the freaking bat's here. Pardon me. Please don't scribble there. That's Miss Fabian's house. Ew, gross. Get away from me. Whoa, I will kill them. I'm okay. That was your own fault. You had it coming. Right. Yeah, I heard your parents didn't even want you, so that's why a papyrus had to take you in. Sorry, parapis. I keep wanting to read it as papyrus, which, like, it doesn't really look that much like papyrus at all, but it starts with P-A and ends with P-U-S. So in my mind, I just autofill it to papyrus. Yeah, I heard my mom say there's some weird half-blood kid living in some dodgy inn. I bet she was talking about you. Apologize to her. Apologize to her now. Shut up, stupid head. I'm out of here. Am I weird? Don't let them bother you. Don't let they say bother you. None of it was true. Okay. Let's go. She's somewhat like this. Some dirt got on the picture you gave me. I'm really sorry. It's fine. I didn't really get to see the picture anyways, so it's not. I was so happy when you gave it to me. You didn't forget your progress. I'd never forget. I would never forget a promise. Oh. I thought your ass would. I do feel better when I look at your picture. I know that you're traveling all over and doing your best, mister. That's why I have to do my best too. I can sense Maria's vigorous determination and the unshakable trust that she's placed in me. I mean, like, this was just leveling up the healer class, which I'm not using anyways. Oh, this was rank 2. Oh, I thought she was rank 3 already. Whoa. All right, well. Is it true when he said my parents didn't want me? Bro, how would I know that? Nobody tells me anything. They all just say I'm just a kid. Well, you kind of are. Do they not want to tell me because I'm a kid? Do they don't want to say it was my fault Papa died? A bad person did it. A very bad person is responsible for what happened, not you. I don't get it. Don't worry, we'll talk later. Why can't I see Papa again? Cause he's 6 feet under, dude. Mr. Beast is like the Antichrist right now. You are getting radicalized by being on the internet. I think you should go outside and like go for a walk for a bit. I don't think he's the Antichrist. Probably. Is he a bad person? Yeah, definitely. Like 100% for sure. Anybody who tries to use that much philanthropy to hide what they're actually like, they're definitely a bad person. Now, are they doing good for some people? I don't know. I've heard that even the one where he had like the eye surgery for a bunch of people, some of the people that were in the video said, yeah, he never paid for my surgery and I'm still waiting for it. And I don't think he's going to at this point. Now, that could be an unsubstantiated claim that could be irresponsible for me to spread around. I didn't really keep up with it too much because I didn't watch him in the first place. So finding out that he's a bad person or not, it doesn't really affect me at all because I wasn't seeing, no, I mean the literal sense. I'm not insulting him because he has all the shit the Bible talks about. I think that, yeah, you should probably like just like go for a walk. Clear your head of the internet for a bit. I don't blame you though. I'm pretty sure that's kind of what the internet has done to a bunch of people. Mark of the Beast, curing blindness, hiding their intentions behind good. I mean, the Mark of the Beast is very on the nose. I'll give you that. He is called Mr. Beast. It would be very funny if he was called Mr. Beast 666. That would be an awesome name to really cement that point. We have to go back to Miss Fabian's. If it's not too much trouble, can you? We'll talk again.
Maria.
We can talk more next time. Okay, it's a promise, so see you later, right? Yep. See you around. I parted ways with Maria and returned to the group. All right. No, I mean, like, I agree that he's probably a really horrible person. I don't know if I'd go, but here's the thing. It's hard because I don't really prescribe to any religion, so I couldn't really have any take on this regardless. That's not even like a fence-sitting thing. I'm just saying I'd have no clue. What do? Do you just teach me a new song? You must be a traveler. If I'm correct, tell me the places you've been to, and then for a pittance of 250 reeve, you can bring your travels to life through my music. So you talk about a place, and he turns that memory into music, so it's not just a performance, but want him to perform for us? Play some music.
Pleased to hear that.
Grand Trad. The Royal Capital. Oh.
Let me perform.
I'm half joking. I mean, like, here's the thing. From what you've said, yeah, no, I'd agree that, like, yeah, that matches, but also at the same time, it's not really a belief I prescribe to anyways, so I can't have a take on it. What a beautiful melody. Actually, never mind. Wait, as an American, it's kind of my job to have opinions on things I am uninformed about. So never mind, I agree 100%. I thought about all I've seen. Okay. What the fuck was that for? Sure, whatever. So let's go get our imagination up. So that way, we should make sure we do our shopping while the sale's going on. It's not happening, okay? I'm gonna waste money. I was put on this earth to waste money, and by God, I'll do it. So I thought it would be funny, but also, come on, dude, it's too on the nose. No, I agree. Like, the thing is, I mean, there was the one Cold Ones episode where they had the song where they're like, Beast is in his name, and I was like, you're damn right, it is.
What do you want to do?
Hone my imagination. We'll listen to her story. But I'm not gonna lie, I don't think her story is actually gonna matter. We'll see what it is. But I might not read the whole thing out loud because I've been reading for the past 2 hours and 50 minutes. A gift arrived well, fuck me. I guess old hobbits die hard. Rest in peace, Bilbo. But old habits die even harder. A gift arrived in a faraway village. It was a box, and inside this box were 8 delicious-looking loaves of bread. 8 people gathered round it, each belonging to a different tribe. Rosante, Rogue, Clemar, Yujif, Mustari, Nidia, Papyrus, and Ishkia. A Yujif lad jumped up and down in excitement and said, "We can share them. That way we'll all get to have one." But the Rosa man shouted, Why would a Ujif like you need a whole loaf of bread? I need a larger portion, he said. The old rogue woman spoke clearly. You must respect your elders. The Clemar scoffed at this. This bread's clearly causing a quarrel, so I'll be in charge of it, said the Clemar woman. The other 7, of course, were none too happy about this plan. The Ujif boy muttered, we really ought to share this between all of us, but none of had a mind to listen. A Mastari man leaned in close to the boy and told him, you're right, you know, but the wise move here is to just give up. The Mastari man left, along with the Ujif boy, and then there remained 6 tribes for 8 loaves. We clearly can't share it equally, the Clemar said. You totally can, by the way. You're allowed to cut bread, just so we're completely clear. Split the remaining 2 loaves into 3s, she offered. That way yep, correct. The Nidia woman quickly agreed. Away she walked, saying she would grab a knife and return soon. The Peppers man laughed. Finally, I get to have bread, but the remaining 3 made sour faces indeed. Dear. Oh, would you look at the time? We'll have to continue this another time. Okay, well, I thought I'd get a little bit more. 3 points, is it enough? It's so enough, man. Okay. Test, hello, are my messages going through? Okay, good. Yeah, don't worry, they're not silencing you. The woke mob has not made it to you yet.
And the age of a new king.
You're safe, you're safe. I had to approve the other one. My shit literally would not send. Oh. I've been hearing, maybe it was like a word that was blacklisted by Twitch. I don't know. Of people disappearing in a forest east of Martia at a place known as the Imp's Den. That's a different location. Hello, I am the woke mob. I'm here to claim souls. Wait a minute. Derp the Froggy. Excuse me, sir. Are you now paying for 7 TV's subscription so you can have a special name in my chat? Expressly so? I don't want to seem like a preachy, terminally online loser. No, I mean, like, here's the thing. I thought it was comedic from there, but yeah, no, I appreciate the yap session. Well, I mean, who am I to say I appreciate a yap session being saved? I come up here and I go, and another thing about grocery store shopping carts is how come 3 of the wheels always work perfectly, but 1 of the wheels is always a little bit squeaky? It just doesn't go in the same direction. So I guess I'm not one to say, yeah, good. We should save I'm the one who does the yap. That's a different location from where Izma is. Think there's a connection between the kidnappings in town? I don't believe so. Word is the culprits in this case are a band of forest goblins. Now they're the type to come into town and snatch people up. And yet we have no proof. Has any information come into the recruitment center? Shout out at Salted Slices. Check this guy out. He's pretty cool. Wait, I know him. Also, speaking of shout out. I tried being funny and Salted told me to go outside. No, like, here's the thing. I thought it was really funny, but like, I didn't really have much to riff and add on to it because I know nothing about the Bible, so I wouldn't know what the other signs are. Which is why the only joke that I could really make to add on was the Mr. Beast 666, because I really have no clue what goes on in the Bible. I got baptized as a baby. I believe I was baptized Lutheran. They dunked me in the water, taught me how to swim. Also, Derb, give yourself a shout out. But I'm doing good. I don't know how much longer the stream's gonna go because my throat gets mighty tired from all of this reading. If only I had somebody who could help throw something down my throat that would lubricate it up. And yet we have no proof. Has any information come into the recruitment center yet? Exclamation point shout out. Okay, well, we do it the old fashioned way around here. I don't know how to do any of that other stuff. Hold on, here we go. We're heartwarming. This streamer still does shout outs the old fashioned way. We're departing tomorrow. We sure are. So in the meantime, I now have the imagination to persuade him. Hey, you really don't know about the dagger thief? Gosh, I wonder. Considered a kingly a kingly one. Where the fuck is my shout out? I don't stream, but I feel left out. Hold on, while we're at it, guys, everybody make sure you check out Eldon. He's in the chat. You know what? Hold on. Oh, you must, hold on. I have to wait 1 minute and 24 seconds before giving another shout out. They can tell what I'm doing here. But what I will do really quick is this. Hold on. I might as well because you two are always in here. There we go. I just added you and Pearl to VIPs because I feel like you guys are always in chat and I appreciate it. So I'm going to give you guys a special little diamond next to your name. What else does it do? I'm pretty sure it just puts the diamond next to your name, so it's like, oh, there's no way that I'm gonna miss your messages. But like, let's not lie. Look at the speed at which the chat moves. I'm not gonna miss your messages. All right, so I'll have a good stream. I'm gonna sleep, aka moderate sleep on the job because it's 3 a.m. Oh my, yeah, nah, yeah, you get that sleep. I've gotta wake up early tomorrow, which fucking sucks. It's quite a goal. You're either a bad swindler or you suffer from delusions of grandeur. But strangely enough, color me intrigued. Perhaps it wouldn't hurt to humor you a bit. Yes, I should like to hear more. You want your item back? But I have a condition. You'll need to do something for me first. Have a good stream, boss. Thank you. Thank you for coming by. Have a good sleep. See, it goes both ways. It's a two-way street here.
Have you ever heard of Malvino's ring?
No.
Rumors say it's a cursed treasure that kills anyone who wears it.
I want it.
I happen to know of a certain noble who wants it, and I'd love for him to owe me a favor.
I love this guy. This guy's awesome.
So you want us to get it for you? That's more of a hassle than getting the dagger back ourselves.
Oh no, you have to wake up early for your website programming job? Well, it's worse than that. It's because of familiar relations that I have a commitment to go to somebody's place and get breakfast for them. When you're literally on your phone half the time, you freak. I have friends who have your job dog. Hey, that's slander. Not all web developers are on their phone 50% of the time. Some of us go on their phone 75% of the time. And I think it's kind of fucked up that you would demean the job by saying that it's only 50% of the time. I put in work to be on my phone 75% of the time. That takes hours of effort here, okay?
By all means, do it yourselves. Yes, these swords are terribly crafty, but it's not impossible. Probably.
The way you talk almost feels like you've been in on this from the beginning.
Good one. We just happen to be in the same boat, so why not lend each other a hand?
Yeah, no, we're getting used. 100%. But you know what? I'm fine with it.
The choice is yours.
That's
so
the one.
You know us then.
Information is a powerful weapon, you see. Considering what I know about you, I'm offering you a good deal.
He knows that we were the ones who stopped Fortifex or whatever his name was. Hours of scrolling book talk where they talk about books that 80% of the pages have a sex scene in them. It does drive me insane that book talk is still only that. It actually makes me wonder if books even come out anymore that aren't Gunnar material. Because I don't think I've heard anybody talk about a good book in the past 3 years that isn't like my werewolf husband wants to tear me a new hole.
Mark my words. Once your dagger's sold off, it will be incredibly difficult.
Yeah, we'll get it
Leave it to
back.
me, and I'll get it back before that. Of course, I'm no miracle.
Yes, I understand. What should we do? We're gonna help.
We'll hear you out.
At a grave not too far from here. A day's trip in your runner, I'd wager.
That's probably fine. Dude, not gonna lie, I thought that was a chick. It's funny you'd say that. I compared them immediately to Grusha from Pokemon, which the internet thought the exact same thing when Grusha was shown off. Which is precisely why I compared them, because I also thought that when they were first walking by.
Word is there's monsters knocking about out there. Hence my request to the lad with the sword at his side.
I was about to compliment his ass, but now I'm gonna do it twice as hard. Hell yeah. Especially, what's awesome is if you're straight, you're allowed to compliment a man's ass as much as you want, and then just be like, what, bro? It's just a compliment. You don't have to get all up in arms. It's not like I want to fuck you. Damn, you got a tight, breedable ass. I bet you could have some nice children from there. Bro, I'm just like saying there's like a man-to-man here. Just as like a little bit of bro talk. Anyways, let's get back to the football game. Trying to get a touchdown in your end zone.
It's not all bad, though. You'll find good weapons, armor, and other golden things aplenty there.
All right.
I do recall hearing something about soldiers who died in the Annex War being buried with their equipment.
Bro, no homo, bro. Come on, let's go back to kissing Owie. Bro, it's only gay if you come for the second time, all right? Everybody knows the first one's free. Everyone says first one's free, so that one doesn't count, bro.
I assure you, it's well worth the trip.
We have to go through with this to get the dagger back.
Correct.
I'm having a hard time dealing with him.
Honestly, you should have just let me talk with him from the start.
Your friend doesn't seem to like me very much. What say you, though?
I don't know, the time if there's treasure involved, sure.
Hopefully I find your ring amongst the treasure.
Thank you for making such a prompt decision.
I think you'll like me for being a decisive man.
Cuculus.
What the fuck? Say that one more time.
Call me Cuculus.
All right, Calculus, welcome in.
The ring should be in the abandoned tomb. I'll thank you properly when you return with it.
I wonder if I'll even be able to get it today.
This one's important.
No deadline. Okay, cool. Creates his memento and it increases our courage and we get $15,000. It's a lot of really good things for not many bad ones.
I implore you.
It's a night's travel from Martira, a bit far, but commensurate with your compensation, don't you think? I also love that he's saying, oh, by the way,
I'll be
the time is ticking. Once they sell it, you'll never get it back. And then we get the quest and it says, no time limit. Starting to think time might not be ticking on this one. Starting to think I've actually got Spy Kids 4 all the time in the world. Since the hunt begins in 1 day, what do I do? Fuck. I didn't. No. Let's not. I don't want to do this one. Man, finish the fucking game. You've been playing it for weeks and months. Well, in truth, a lot of the time that I've been playing it, I haven't actually been playing it. This is actually only my 6th stream of this game. So it's been on the docket for a while. It has not been played much at all because I've been so busy over the past couple weekends with actually having to deal with life shit, which like sucks. And I probably could make more time for it.
Now what am I to do?
All right then.
But like, that's why I'm making sure that I'm not missing any more for it, which is why even though it started later today than I would have liked, I made sure that I did start and actually get something in. Because if I never play any of it, it will never get beat. I know that's a novel concept. Feel like, if I were to take a quest from the bounty place, I wonder where it would lead us to. I don't think you get a time limit for it, so we might as well pick it up and see what it is. With everything's going on, yeah.
Don't go get yourself killed.
There's a bounty for the Go-Born King, an impressive name. If it wasn't for the Go-Born, yeah.
Hey.
So how about it? We'll do it. In that case, the Go-Borns are skulking in the Imp's Den northeast of Martira. Man, if you never beat it, you'll never get the satisfaction of the finish. Exactly. That's why I beat it every night.
Good hunting to you.
Let's do
We'll bring back the Imp's loincloth. There's no deadline on this one. Increases our courage. God damn, this place has a lot of offshoots, but that one's a one-day visit, so we might be able to get this one done before we have anything else I gotta go with. We should go buy some information first. Just on the off chance that it's, because the other Go-Borns got enraged if anybody was using a staff or mace, I believe. We'll have to check. What is it? Something you'd like to know? Let me buy from you for this one. At first glance, it appears to be an ordinary forest, but journey in deeper and you'll find yourself in Go-Born Haven. Those creatures are clever enough to understand the strength that comes with numbers. A single Go-Born is easily dispatched, but a horde of them is trouble. If you got business with the Go-Born King, who runs the horde of them, you're going to want to take out the Go-Borns in Black Cloth. No weaknesses to speak of, but they love a good nap, and you can find some items that make them drowsy at general stores and towns. That's how you fight them. You may already know, but don't go wielding a staff. Yeah, they'll fly off the handle. You can't even control it. What else? Yeah, there's a bunch of giant insects called vesps in there. They're apparently weak to pierce attacks. You better prepare yourself with a spear or bow or something of that sort. That's about it, but you'll be well prepared. Yep, got it. Martira, don't care. Ingredients you can acquire, don't care. Learn about the ones in the abandoned tomb. Now this one we should know about.
Oh, I bear good tidings.
Man, it's surprising I'm not fucking gay. Like, I gotta stop with these comments because some people will get the vibe that I am. It's honestly, your worst offense for being confused for being homosexual is being in my chat. That's honestly, they're batting 99% when somebody says, what flavor of queer are you in my chat? You heard rumors about mountains of treasure. I think you best stay away. There's treasure there, sure, but it's home to some strange monsters as well. The one that poses in there is a treasure monster. That said, I can only guess what it looks like. Apparently, they'll put you to sleep. You're in for a real bad time if they attack you while you're snoozing. Rumor has it, there's some accessories that can prevent falling asleep. They sell them at the dodgy Gloam Hall shop over in Grand Trad. Also, the beast is said to be drawn to money. Some witnesses claim they were able to escape by tossing coin at it. Now, I've heard somewhere that skills that use money If you had some of those, that fight might go a lot smoother. Lastly, it's called a treasure monster for a reason, as it's said that it carries some particularly desirable loot with it. If you get a chance, you should try stealing from it. Okay, got it. Then that probably makes me think that the rogue class will get from the blue-haired guy calculus. So, let me save the game. No, he's ending, he's ending. I'm not ending right now. Just give me 1 second. Save the game here. Almost 20 hours deep. And then we will go. What I wanted to see is if I go to our, it'd be right down here. If we go in here, will I be allowed to go to, hold on. I say we should prioritize what the calculus guy says. Got any other questions? Well, it's 1 day until the quest thing starts.
What do you want to do?
So, will the game prevent me from going here?
Now then.
How far do I run her? If I try to go here,
Going?
right? So let's not do that right now. What about here?
Doing there again?
Should be a leader of the band of Goborns. Okay, so we can do the Goborn one for tonight.
That's cutting it close.
We're really cutting it close on time.
What are we doing there?
So people aren't here, Goborns, it'd also be nice. We should get there by midday and we can make it back by tonight. But of course, so long as you don't dilly-dally, let's go. Tis settled, it would behoove us all to prepare ourselves on the road. Listen, dude, I play Isaac and Slay the Spire, like the two gayest games as well as being Assaulted viewer. It is true, it is true. I hear a voice. I'm sure he would listen. God, Stroll, just fucking make out with me sloppy style already. Just say what you want to say. This is the Watchtower? What the fuck? Dude, this is sick. Oh, there's Stroll.
All right, let's go.
Hey, man. How's it going? Okay. While we're here, let's check our party. Slices, Stroll, Hulkenberg. Hulkenberg needs to be off of that. This is why we check our party before we move in. If Hulkenberg's on Mage, we just lose. And if she's on Knight, I think we just win. You can inherit. You already have Medi, which I think is your best option. I should inherit a new skill because I'm allowed to inherit 2. What do I want my other one to be? DEI. Fucking the woke mob wins again, of course. Knight's Proclamation. No. Passive has ambush. No. Passive makes that one deal more. No. Passive raises max mana. This one I definitely want. It's most of our mag spent, but would be 10x better if the visuals were like the Bazaar and the gameplay was like the Bazaar. What would you do if it was also like called the Bazaar and I was allowed to play as Dooley in it? Right. Beg your pardon. I was just thinking about something. Are you free at the moment? I could use your advice. Of course, my goat. My goat, my Stroll goat. Sorry to burden you with all of my personal problems. Hey, I'm here to take your load, Stroll. As in like your emotional one, obviously. And your physical one, my man. Sorry, I need to be better about keeping my emotions in check.
Right.
Remember when we heard something about my inheritance? There may have been a clue to its whereabouts in my hometown of, in my hometown, Halia. It can rebuild your house, it can save your people, it can make you rich. I actually think rebuilding your house does not matter to him. Saving your people, that's what he wants to do. But no, it can make you rich. Yes. The woke mob wants me to shower and talk to women. That's what I'm saying. They're putting unrealistic expectations on men for the first time ever. Is there a confirmed age on these characters because they look awfully young? This is the first Atlus game where everybody, aside from Maria, because obviously she's a child, she's like probably 8 or something, is over the age of 18. This is the first Atlus game they did that. This is also one of the first Atlus games where you're not allowed to date anybody. So I'll let you take that with whatever kind of information you like. That part has not really sat that well with me. They finally made a game of only adults and said you're not allowed to have sex with them.
Right.
You'll be living the high life. Now, just a minute. Even if I did find it, I wouldn't just luxuriate in the money. I actually thought making him rich would be his favorite one because then he could help his people with the money, but to be a lord of a prosperous house, that's the natural ambition of all who are born into nobility. forging aristocratic alliances, courting favor from royals and nobles, marrying some wealthy lord's daughter, and there's matters of the heirs. If I had a daughter, her hand would be promised to another family at birth. A son would follow suit in my country's endeavors. All of that couldn't feel more foreign to me in this life. So what will you do? What do you want to do? Strangely enough, I'm in no position to answer that.
Yeah.
All I know is that my parents sheltered me while they dutifully fulfilled their roles. It's my turn to take up the mantle. Personally, I don't want to get sloppy style with anyone in video games, but that is kind of sus. See, like for me, normally I would date every character I could in an Atlus game, which I know makes me like the scumbag route where you're cheating on them, but it's because they're so bad at writing women characters if you don't date them at the end of their confidants, in my opinion, because their social links, when you friend zone them, you're like, isn't that right, chum? And normally all they do instead is they just cut scenes from the character talking. And it's like, brother, I'm hanging out with the character because I want them to talk. That's the whole reason I'm hanging out with them. Damn. I never imagined it would come to this. Makes me regret how I treated my parents. The last image they had of me was as an ignorant child, spoiled all his life by a cater of servants. The house, its name, both are the cornerstones of Halia. But that means nothing to the people who suffered cast out by the fire. Is that guy a demon or does he just casually have horns like it's no big deal? So in this game, humans don't exactly exist. So he has horns because his race of people has horns. If I put the house first in spite of that, I'm no different than Lord Hydron. What is my course? My lack of clear answers clouds my thoughts of late. Why are you dating everyone in Atlas game when they're not 18? Well, my favorite ones to date, so here's the weird part about it, right? I don't think there's any winning when you play an Atlas game when it comes to dating anybody. Because my favorite people to date, for example, in Persona 5, were the teacher and the doctor. But the thing is, the main character is like 16 or 17. So technically, by me dating them, I'm saying grooming is awesome. But then if you date someone underage, it's like, brother, that's someone underage. Now, what's the real solution to this? It's realizing, oh yeah, it's a game and these people aren't real. That's pretty much how I came to terms with it. I was like, oh yeah, I'm just kind of here to see the dialogue because I enjoy these characters. And also their ages don't actually exist because they're all drawn to look the same anyways.
Got it.
But there's a ray of light that lingers between those clouds. Thanks to you, I need to seek out that inheritance. I know that much. We should look into it. Sounds like we need to look into this ourselves. You would join me. Does your generosity know no bounds? I want to see your home. I'm curious to see your home.
You're a kind one.
Honestly, I didn't expect such kindness, though. Since you're coming along, shall we agree to head there next time we meet? I can sense Stroll's deepened trust in me. The real solution is not getting sloppy style with anyone, because that's also weird. There's not any sex scenes, though. It's not like you date someone and then they go, by the way, here's their full everything. They don't exist. I just wanted the better writing, and they write romance better than they write platonic friendships because they don't know how to write a platonic friendship. Okay, warrior's lineage has increased to having 2 inherited skills. I really should be the one helping you, yet it's quite the opposite time and time again. Thanks for that. Also, if we want to get extra technical, I first played Persona 5 when I was a minor, so if anything, that wasn't true for Persona 3. I'm kind of with you, but also most people do date in those games are shippers and draw them, and yeah, no, yeah, sloppy style wouldn't be aware if like gimp shit didn't happen. Dude, finally, I finally got to date my favorite character in Persona. Wait, don't put away the strap on. Yukari's strap. Oh. Buzzing around the deck. Damn, can't they bug her off? Haha, good one. Just hardly the time for attempts at humor. We should get to the deck and eliminate these pests with haste. They did warn me about Vesps.
For my own justice.
These aren't even Vesps. No synthesis available for use. Fair enough. Gold attack.
3 left.
Let's fucking go. So, unlock synthesis. Mania Bullet or Moscow Haja. Oh, Mania is only usable from back row. Heavy physical pierce, but it's only to 1 enemy. Granted, I don't use my MP. Wait, why did I use my
something else?
I don't know. Let's see what this one does. Sleep shot, fucking dead. Cool. Knight's Proclamation, nah, not exactly what we're looking for. You should still be weak to this. You are not weak to that. Good shit. Gold attack this one. And then I believe you just shoot him dead. You don't just shoot him dead, but like you might as well. These guys are weak as hell. Okay, fair enough. And then this should just kill. What? The merchant's a... Okay, sure. If you're the treasure one they're talking about who's weak to treasure attacks, you definitely aren't. What if I put you to sleep? Okay, great. Amazing, nothing helped at all. It was all horrible. 19 damage, Hulkenberg, you did it again. Looks like your character is about to bust out his stand. That's pretty much how you fight in this game. And I know that's somewhat similar to Persona, but they're cooler in this game. Yeah. We're going to the Imp's Den. I already knew that. And here we are.
The thing is,
this forest is really big. Searching every nook and cranny is going to be a huge pain. Still, it's leagues better than some damp and dreary caves. Stuffy places like that always get me down. Indeed, 'tis nice not to worry about attacks from the dark or being cornered in dead ends. That said, forests provide ample cover for stalking monsters. We must be on our guard along the path. Yeah. And it seems like our Goborn King's using that cover now. Start out by knocking off these weaker magic-using Goborns. The Goborns that use magic wear black. That will distinguish them. Hulkenberg, I don't think you should say we should kill all the ones who are wearing a certain color. It feels wrong, man. Feels like we're entering into a kind of gang war that I wasn't ready for. The Goborns are not our only problem. Look at all the bugs. Too bad we can't chase them off with some sort of incense. Could create its own problems. At any rate, we're here to hunt the Goborn. We shall mine the insects and make our way. All right. What the hell? What are you doing here? Knackered soldier? You lot bounty hunters, be ahead. Or be careful ahead, the Goborn King's no joke. I tried taking out its little friends first, but then the Goborn King suddenly became stronger. If you're going to fight it, don't let it be the last one standing. Okay. So what we want to do for this fight then is, we're exploring this area today, right? Everyone's ready. Let's go. So what we want to do for this is put one of the ones who's wearing the black scarf to sleep when we're fighting him. Because we paid for that intel that said they're very weak to sleep. Oh my god. Bro, they grew up, huh? You guys got big and strong since we fought the last one. So there we go.
Let's go.
You are dead to this. Now how do we hurt you? I probably just don't, right? Pass, gold attack. Crit him. Okay, I don't think he woke up. He didn't wake up. We're good. How should I do this? I mean, Stroll. If I double pass, it only takes one attack. Then I can gold. In a perfect world, we're able to pass, and then I can gold again. If you're wondering why I'm only using gold attack, it's because it's almighty damage, and almighty damage I don't have to worry about. It doesn't have any kind of downside to oh, if they have high defense or anything like that, it completely it's like true damage. So I don't have to worry about any of that. Merchant has ranked up. Now we have Lucky Find. Love to see that for us. Stroll's also leveled up, but I guess he doesn't get anything immediately after leveling. Fine, it's fine.
Okay.
I don't know what level they are. Probably just avoid them. Well, but like, what if?
Come on, they're out cold.
No.
Attack now and finish it.
Okay, they're level 19. Got it. We might have been able to beat them, but I see no point in risking it for 0 reward. Now I'll risk it because there's nothing else nearby. So we finish off the one and then we get whatever item it was that they have behind them. I believe these guys were weak to piercing attacks, but we will see that with our gun. Yes, weak to piercing. Not that it seems to actually deal any damage compared to just doing this. Compared to just paying $500 to shoot them really hard. Sleep shot should kill. Sleep shot does not kill. Hulkenberg definitely picks it up here. Hulkenberg's damage sucks, man. But I mean, I guess it's because the knight is such a good tank. So fair enough. We have received a poison stinger for our troubles, probably because of my merchant skill. Poison shot may inflict poison.
Looks like we're safe for now.
Could be helpful for the Goborn King. I highly doubt it, but it could be. The cotton there, whatever. We're looking. Damn, this is a lot.
Watch out. Come on.
Okay.
Let's give him a fight.
This is gonna get a little messy, I believe. How are we gonna do this? Gold attack one, one's dead. You should probably just shoot him, and we'll see how we feel. Pass the attack, and then gold attack will finish. Good. Probably more enemies showing up. No. Miraculously, there weren't. Imp's old bow has been acquired. Now, in terms of money, we are definitely leaking money here because I paid 1,000 for us to win that fight to get a little bit of money back. It's not exactly the best use of our time here. But Stroll, I have a new crossbow for you. An antique crossbow that was salvaged from a Goborn. It sure was. At least that gives us some money. And then you're down. Okay, good. So, we've got the two on the sides. Do we know what their weaknesses are? No weakness, no weakness, no weakness. We know that they said the bigger ones are weak to being put to sleep. So let's try that and see how it feels. Well, in terms of damage, it felt great. Don't wake up. Oh my god, she just died to getting punched. Everybody except for Hulkenberg does so much damage. No offense to Hulkenberg. Like, it's not her fault. She's the tank, okay? I know, I know. Don't put her on the tank class if you wanted to deal damage. Yeah, maybe, but like, fuck you. It's my playthrough. I'll have her not deal damage and then complain how somehow she doesn't deal damage. It's my God-given right. I paid the $60. I can misplay or play however I want. Good shit on the damage. How much damage we're looking at here? Not much. What if I did this? Should kill. Does kill. Love to see it. You're stunned. Nerd. Good. We can just keep saving ourselves some stuff. Do that. Pass. Kill. And even if that didn't kill, we had another shot coming up from Stroll to finish him off. Yeah, no, paying for the abacus that we paid for was definitely a very good idea. And the more we're getting our other stuff up, our levels up, the more our merchant gets us drops. I mean, Vesps are not bad for us to kill because we have so many things that they're weak to. So here we get really good damage off rip, and then we can kind of see how we're feeling.
What's the play?
Shoot this one. Since passing would just cost one anyways, I think you do this.
It's okay.
And then we've got two attacks here, so we do this into doing this, which will finish this one off. All right, yeah. No, this is very simple. Good. We've got a very good setup for dealing with them, which is nice because I don't think we did in the last dungeon we were in that had the Goborn. So we had an okay setup, but it definitely wasn't anything special. Another kill, another unscathed triumph. Trying to save my money because I desperately needed to use attacks.
Our foes have fallen. We are safe.
Pick up whatever mystery item we get back there. A wriggling vine. Boy, have I been looking for one of those. Damn. I didn't realize they had moves like that. Good shit. Okay. And then you're done. Good shit, good shit. Now, these ones are a little bit tougher to deal with. You are just normal Goborn, so you're just weak to getting pierced. They were before, I promise. I'm gonna just gold attack this one. Good shit. Shoot him. Pass, and then just try and kill. Good. Stunned, stunned. Gun down one of them. Pass. This definitely is kills, yeah, because no matter what, Stroll would have finished there. I know Hulkenberg really is looking useless in these fights, by the way. It is not lost on me how she's doing absolutely nothing right now. But I'm gonna be very happy to have her for the boss fight, I say, coping to myself, hoping that that's true. With zero proof of such. I don't know how they attack, so I'm just gonna run. Alright, now you're... Ooh. Okay, I guess you can just tackle them while they're on the ground. Yes, they're still stunned. Good. That was the only thing I was worried about, is they wouldn't count as stunned.
I shall fight as the noble I am.
Shoot here. It only takes a half. Have her attack here, because yet again, only a half.
Let's take off.
Finish the unstunned one, then shoot this same one and he'll die. Now we've got plenty of turns. So aggressively fantasy Persona. I mean, it's also made by Atlus. I'm sure you're able to tell that. But yeah, no, it's got way more fantasy vibes. Its plot definitely feels very different from what they've been doing with Persona, but I mean that in a positive way. Shoot here, attack here. He recovered from stun, but that's fine, because even if you live this one, you don't live the bullet. Stroll, my man, what are we doing here? Okay, guys, is he that hard to hit? No, clearly not. Everybody else just felt like letting me have the little final hit. I get it. It's a team building exercise. They wanted me to feel good about myself. I get it. I get it. Poison Stinger. No point in going after that. Go-born here. Damn. Might as well heal up. Hulkenberg has so much that she can use on first aid. Using 2 mana there. Good shit, man. What a dodge roll. They're calling him the best Persona player of all time. Sorry. Wrong game. How could he ever get them confused? Pass here and then kill. Good shit, man. The team feels clean though. Hulkenberg definitely is there for show, but still. Iron Knuckles, I'll take that. Now we've got increases effects of consumables by 1.2x. We'll take it. Then we're gonna get fire dodge as our next one, which is huge because then we'll have fire dodge and light dodge for both of our weaknesses. Then we'll also have the ability to steal mage from any enemy, which is really nice. Increases one ally's hit/evasion. I don't really think I care too much. Inherited increases physical. Oh yeah. And then our synthesis ones. So this one really requires Thief, Faker, or Merchant. I didn't even know Faker was in this game. Good for him. I guess LCS let him go. He had to get on to something new. He was tired of being the best League player in the world. He was like, give me something else. Give me a challenge. Just gonna real quick Abacus on this one. Shoot this guy. You might have recovered from your stun. You will not get the chance to attack. I hate to break it to you. Look, I probably were feeling really cool about it. Shoot this one. He's dead. He's not dead yet. Even if you live this, you'll wish you didn't. Assuming Stroll hits the shots, which he does 98% of the time. All right, Iron Knuckles again. We'll take it because those are sellable. And since they're equipment, it should be a decent amount of money. I've got really no basis for that, but still, that's my belief. I don't care about the fire elemental almost at all. I felt bad about leaving and not saying bye, so see you tomorrow whenever you stream. Yeah, no, you don't have to say bye, by the way. People drop out all the time. I mean, I appreciate it. I definitely do appreciate it. So thank you. But like, look, we're guys. We don't know how to deal with compliments or people being nice. So we just say, oh, you didn't have to do that, even though it does feel good. No, but thank you. Yeah, no. See you later, man.
Wrap this up. Not bad.
Okay.
I say so myself.
Looking good. Was this the... Yeah, this was fighting the big guy. I think the other vests were just here because they were around him. Abacus killed. If Abacus doesn't kill, you'll wish the Abacus killed. We're feeling good. So, knowing what we know, don't leave the King Goborn standing alone. That means with Stroll, we will want to put one of them to sleep. Key item of a golden beetle. Very happy with that one. Get this guy. There we go. Squad up on that one. It's common courtesy. I wouldn't leave without saying a word. Yeah, no. I mean, I appreciate that for sure. But yeah, no. See you later.
I shall fight as the noble gunner.
I think that like you double pass into a coin attack again because he's stunned, and then let him have his turn. Cannot move due to being stunned. Unfortunately, it's got to go in this order. We might as well use Silver Lance because it just uses the half one anyways. And then bop.
Now, what's the play? Are you prepared?
Sleep shot him. Thank you, Stroll. My goat. I was so worried he was going to get away because we needed that money back. Granted, I probably spent more than I earned to get that kill. But you know what they say, you gotta spend money to lose money, baby. Only you can start blowing your money on stuff you don't need to. And by God, I will. All right. Down. It looks like it's all just down here for now.
Yep, we're safe here.
There's a different kind of... These were the ones that we fought on the ship. These ones were easy as hell, though. I don't even remember. What's your weakness? Oh, you are not the one from the ship. Never mind. Recovered from stun?
I have you.
What about now? But what about if you watch this drive? Really good damage there. If this connects. All right, you're done.
I won't miss.
I won't miss. Stroll, if you missed there, I would have been pissed. I would have been pressed. If you say that voice line, it better be a guaranteed hit. Otherwise, what are we doing here? And I'll tell you right now, I already know he's not a guaranteed hit because I missed once. By the way, us RNGing into getting the Imp's crossbow has been so insanely clutch. Stroll's damage feels so fucking good. Right, you haven't recovered from stun yet. What we got here? Okay.
We can do that.
I think I'll attack you.
Run if you want.
Just in case, this is hedging my bets. If the left one would recover from stun from one shot, it's not worth it because we want an unscathed triumph really bad. Silver Lance here is ideal because then we can just go like this. And then we get so many attacks. Because we would have had 1, 2, 3, 4 more after that one. No, that was a very good fight. I mean, it was kind of against a grunt, but even still, just because it's against a grunt doesn't mean you gotta play dumb. Also, there's another 2-3 we could talk to over there. I did see him. So what are we gonna do about this guy? He's dead. Yeah, I definitely have been treating them like way more of a threat than I should be. Hit this one. We'll just go all in on finishing off this one because it has recovered from stun. Hopefully you don't recover from stun. It did not recover from stun. It was a bit of a risk for no reason. Cannot move due to stun. Hit this one because I fully believe main characters Abacus Slash will kill this one. Yes. Then we just go 1, 2. This point is just over for you, man. Come on. 3. Never mind. It takes both of them when you miss. Don't beguile my scales like that. Anyways, get shot. Sucks that we missed her. If we didn't miss, honestly, even if I just clicked the pass button, I think it would have been better. And let Stroll just shoot anyways. Or maybe there's a limited number of actions you can take in a turn. I'm sensing a powerful presence. Seems the pack leader has finally made an entrance. Okay, wish you would have told me that because there were 2 more on the map that I hadn't fought yet. Hey, that's the Go-Born King. I'd have met. Ooh. Testicular in nature for his chin. I like it. I like it. Getting signs he's way stronger than the other. Yeah, he's stronger than an average Go-Born, but he's still a Go-Born. Nothing to fret about. Would that it were so, but a Go-Born that grows that big, would it that it were so? God, like, it's just not a saying that people say. Got it. So he's big and put king in his name. I say we show him the price of hubris. Are you trying to make him angry? You've shown so much hospitality, your majesty. All right, Joel, what are we fucking gaining by doing that to him? So don't leave him alone. But we can still kill his other guys. So long as he's not alone. Sleep shot this one. Because now he's asleep. His ass is totally not asleep, by the way. What kind of synthesis we got? Nothing. Great. Even Hulkenberg kills this. Yes. Should have used Knight's Proclamation. Oh, shit. We've got a lot to be worried about here. Defense fell. You can just completely ignore the fact that he's in the back, I suppose. Kabat. Wow. We're fucked. You've done it. Well, fuck this, man. What the hell was that? Okay. No. We're retrying the battle from the beginning. Because that's bullshit. First of all, Stroll's the only person in the back. They target him the entire time like it's nothing. Thanks for that. Really means a lot. I'm restarting the fight because that was a lost attempt, or I was going to have to dump anything or everything anyways. Knight's Proclamation to draw all attacks near Hulkenberg. Hulkenberg in the back? Oh my god, Hulkenberg's totally in the back.
Is that all?
Whoops. Whatever, they can still only attack her. Is sleeping. Okay, this time he did fall asleep. Good. So.
Come forth, royal soul.
Hit this one.
Stay focused.
Critical. No, love to see that. Poison the big guy if we can. I don't know if we poisoned.
Let justice prevail. Strike me if you
Knight's Proclamation.
It's okay.
Yet
Let's
again.
go.
And then you want my take? You just fucking bash this guy. Because the only thing they said is don't leave him alone. And I'm not leaving him alone.
Am I?
I am now, okay, now Forgetful is sleeping. Good. Hopefully, since the thing said, oh, they love to sleep, it means once you put one of these ones to sleep, it's impossible for them to wake back up. Sleep shot. 2 are now sleepy.
Wasn't my task?
Yes. Skills are currently forgotten. Then how about you just like 50 HP yourself for a bit? I thought that I raised the power of consumables by 1.2x. Maybe it's only if main character uses a consumable that is power. Recovered from sleep. Giant slice.
Bloody hell.
Just the worst advice of all time.
Oh, yeah, you see, the ones who wear the cloak are actually really weak to sleeping. They love to sleep. They can't get up.
By the way, he has just woken up. Just so we're completely clear and transparent with each other. Defense returned to normal.
She can't use her skills like this.
Whatever. We will. There's a world where you could synthesis this, but I think I'm just gonna shoot him square in his face.
Wasn't my task?
And then I'm gonna have you use an item that's like to all allies. Yeah, like this. Because you can't heal us all anyways.
My thanks.
Now we might be looking at some damage. That's true. So I will kill the Hexer.
Let's finish this.
That's the spirit.
Attack return to normal, attack return to normal. Gonna buff up their attack, but this guy's sleeping, you dumbass. Yep, still asleep. Love to see that. So it looks like the other ones are really sleepy, but the main one just doesn't feel like it.
What a mess.
So I could do that, or I could just
It's up to you now.
do Mania Bullet, and we can check out how this looks. I'm gonna sneeze so bad, man.
Last one. Not bad, if I say so myself.
task?
God, I'm muted. So, pass your turn,
Coin. I won't hold back.
and then gold attack should just win. All right, not a bad fight at all. I mean, the first time it was completely chalked, but that's just because I fucked up my positioning. I was gonna say, like,
it's because it wasn't fair.
nah, man, I totally fucked that one up. I'll admit it. I could have gone way better if I actually paid attention to how my stuff was going.
Nice.
Yeah, we'll just end the allocation for now. Stats have increased. Stats have increased. All of those we love to see. All right, Imp's Loinclaw.
Made it somehow.
Right, we managed. Bloody hell, he was strong. Didn't figure that from a Goborn. Next time, maybe we can skip the insult, all that business about hubris, and it's just a Goborn. Oh, I said that to boost everyone's spirits, you know, rally the troops and all that. Yes, you rallied the Goborn's troops quite sufficiently. Really? You honestly think I made it worse? Way in here, Slices. You didn't change anything. No, surely it was just a coincidence. See? Though, I suppose I ought to restrain myself from carelessly provoking our enemy either way. Oh, maybe that's why they were hitting Stroll so hard. Yeah. Wow, you're taking it to heart? To misjudge an opponent's strength is to disclose one's lack thereof. My father used to say that. Being humbled like this drives this point home. Well, that's enough introspection for one day. Let's head back. Want to head straight back to the entrance? I want to keep exploring a little. Because we didn't even get to finish seeing what's in this forest, and it's probably the only time I'm coming to this forest. I don't imagine I'm going to be here too much longer. Hey, kiddo, have you been performing opening volleys to stun your enemies? You know how you get an opening volley on monsters when you smack them good? When you attack an enemy stunned in battle, sometimes they wake up. If you're in a chewy situation, sometimes not attacking and waiting for the next turn. Could be a wise play. Yeah, man, I've done that.
We'll be okay.
I'm just gonna...
Good one. Let's end this here and now.
No. This is all I need.
All right. How's that?
Sometimes all I need is a good book, and then I'm out of there.
Come on.
You are now weak to me. That's so tragic for you. You used to be someone. You used to be so. Oh, you still are. All right, fair enough. Should be just like almost instantly dead. Yeah, you're done.
No.
Shoot this one. Pass here. Kill here. All right, easy enough. Cannot move due to being stunned. That, I mean, honestly, I really do have to feel bad for you at a certain point. I think I'll just attack with even Hulkenberg. Why? So she can have some damage, all right? Her damage chart is not looking great. Granted, she was the MVP of the Goborn fight because all I was doing was saying, hey, hit Hulkenberg. Works every time.
Be on your guard.
It is wild.
They are
Ooh.
broken. Let us strike swiftly.
No, I don't want to be over here. Yeah, no. This isn't where I'm trying to be right now. I'm just looking for more drops around the map. Nothing over here. As far as we can tell. Yeah, no, nothing. Okay. Just getting a little bit of money as I run by, if you're wondering why I'm attacking. Because every time I stun them, there's a chance we yoink some money from them. You are a merchant, maybe? You're a candidate in a tournament, are you? I am too, actually. I'm no bounty hunter, though. Can't even defeat a single Goborn. That doesn't mean doesn't that mean you might not be cut out for this? Why would you decide to run? I got fired from my workshop and couldn't bring myself to tell the missus. When I heard about the tournament, I figured it'd be my chance. Wishful thinking. Be honest with your wife. Yeah, you're right. Wait a minute. I shouldn't lie to my wife. When you hunt the Goborns, wear black. When you're fighting Goborns, make sure to keep your health up. Brother, I already killed the king. I was just saving you. All right, well. This is just for money. I'm sorry.
Hey, great job.
I slaughtered all of your friends just for the monetary gain that it gave me. Ooh, I was hitting circle, but it was not in time. This could actually be really bad. I'm not in a good spot right now, health-wise or mental-wise. Okay, Hulkenberg's poison, not good.
Keep the enemies off him.
Stroll is feeling very anxious. Anxiety is out of control. Poison shot.
Toxins moving to the front.
Yeah, he's like, I'm so nervous, and then just does that. What a wild dude. Well, I would rather die than be honest with my wife.
Still here?
Many such cases.
Gotcha.
All right, still an easy fight, but definitely one I shouldn't have even been taking. So I'm not very happy that we had to. In fact, I didn't mean to take it at all.
Is there no cure?
Let's yoink this and just be on our way out. Hulkenberg is still poisoned.
Careful. I think we'll be.
It's fine. Okay, I see our way out.
I don't think anything would be too tough.
We'll just get our way out of here and then we'll be all good. And then we'll probably wrap up stream for today, if I had to guess. I should be good to have done this.
Our efforts were not in vain.
And then over there, there's a couple of vesps.
Oh, I think they see us.
It doesn't matter. We're just beelining it out of here. All right, sorry, I couldn't take the deal because what if there was a chest somewhere? Turns out nobody left any of their chests in the forest, so you want to return to the city? When leaving a dungeon, yeah, you cannot travel again anywhere else if you set up camp. We can't take the run around in the dark, so we should call it a day. Let's return to town. Are you sure? Let's leave. Got it. Let's go to the city and rest up. I should still get a night here, I think, where I can turn in my bounty and stuff. If that's not the case, boy, this is about to be embarrassing. Oh, this is embarrassing. Back at the tavern, while the Goborn King taken care of, now the people who live around Martira can rest easy. Let woe befall any monster who underestimates his opponent. We're still on that, but the lesson is learned. Even should something pose no great threat on its own, strength is often found in numbers. That's what I learned when I did calculus. The strength was actually from figuring out how the numbers work together. Gotta report to the recruitment center, so let's get to that room. Well then, are we sufficiently prepared? And I mean, food stuff as well? Though if our stock runs low, the giant sandworm larvae along the way should more than suffice. Was that sarcasm? I get the sense it wasn't. You know, all things considered, I think we did a great job today. Let's get some food in us, and then we can hit the hay. Say we earned our rest. Good job. Our lives with my friends, all of us sharing a brief moment of peace. If it just starts the next day, we'll have to do that. Yep, time does march onward.
Draws nearer.
No way it draws nearer. It's got to be so good at drawing whatever nearer looks like. Because it draws nearer almost every night. Today's the day we depart. You ready? Okay, good. We're able to save here.
What now?
So, this will be where we end stream today. Well, let's go turn in the bounty first before I forget to do it at the start of next stream. The guard recruitment centers, the reception window is closed. I hear the reception has to step away to help the patrol. Sounds like he has it rough. Motherfuckers. All right, sure, fair enough. We'll just save here then. And now, we're just over 20 hours in. All right. Well, I bet everybody did the exact same thing today, which was leave. Fought in Catheria, read from the bookshelf, did some weapon agents, cooked a meal, did laundry. Yeah. pretty much all you can do. We can probably check what's going on at the shops. I'd hope. We can, good, because we got some equipment to sell and stuff like that, but we can leave that all for next time. In the meantime, let me swap over here and shrink myself down just a tad, just a smidge, only a spoonful, if you will. Thank you guys so much for deciding to come out and spend some time with me on this Saturday. Hope you had a little bit of entertainment, a little bit of fun, maybe even a smile that crossed your face. Dare I get so presumptuous? No, but thank you guys so much for coming out. I had a lot of fun streaming. I'm enjoying Metaphor. I can't wait to go more into it next week. Why don't you just play more right now? Simply because I have to wake up early tomorrow. So I would like to be able to start doing all of my nightly ritual stuff. But thank you guys so much, and I will see you in the future. Bye-bye.